This
Maybe
is...
watch all.
Alright, guys, shut up,
Hong
shut up,
Kong.
shut up, shut up. And we're live.
Hello, everybody. This is Replica Films, actually present this time, with the airborne man masquerading as Winnie the Pooh, and a guy in Latvia pretending to be a dragon, and another guy pretending to be a dragon.
That's
and,
offensive.
And a guy pretending to be a cup of chocolate.
It's actually Champurrado.
Champuro, that makes it better. I agree.
Champurrado.
So what am I doing? Am I a guy pretending to be on fire?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just burning.
You're the freaking fire guy from the Game of Thrones stream.
Okay, let's
right.
go.
Are you guys ready?
This is so cringe.
Yes, we are ready for this cancer.
Oh, you said I was the guy who was like fake, badly acting. Yeah, you're right. All right. Let's do this. We're covering Game of Thrones. Turf Nation. Why Game of Thrones is better than you remember. Bum. So,
wow.
Any pre-thoughts before we start?
I've heard the Game of Thrones, according to like the EFAB community, is like the worst piece of media released since like ever.
Yeah,
not wrong there.
Like it's worse than Last of Us 2. It's worse than Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones is worse than
Last Jedi. Game of Thrones.
I mean, we just saw a video that predicted it crashing 4 years before it did, and if he knew, the guy who made that video knew how Game of Thrones would turn out, I mean, his video looks like a joke.
His video aged like fine wine.
Definitely, but it also kind of looks like a joke in comparison. Like what he was hinting at was kind of like a show that just sort of is lesser than the sum of its parts. It was not less than the sum of its part. It was less than The Room.
It was less than nothing at all.
It's a fucking bomb exploding in your face and like losing like half your legs. All right, you guys ready? All right, let's go. 3, 2, 1, bam.
Now, before you all call me an idiot or whatever, let me explain. I'm not trying to say that now. Before you all call me an idiot or whatever.
Okay, who fucking...
Calm down.
Oh my god.
Calm down. It was just some retard who did it.
Whatever, let me explain. I'm not trying to say that season 8 of Game of Thrones is the best season of Game of Thrones.
Why would we assume that?
Why will anybody who's actually sane say that?
Like, why?
Well, because
oh my god,
hold up,
guys.
Hold up. People who defend this season, like they get a lot of like. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a common thing for people who hate this season to yell at people who defend it as saying that they think it's amazing. So I think it's a fair position for him to say that. Like, I don't think it's the best thing in the world. So, all right. So, that's
yeah, but it's like, why would we assume that he thinks it's the best season, or just because he thinks that it's better than people remember?
Why do we have to remember? The season is barely old. How old is it now?
Like a year.
Yeah.
Came out in 2019, right?
Yeah.
April of 2019.
And when this video was released?
I don't know. I don't have the link to the video. It's so.
I love how you say it's barely old.
Yeah, it's barely old. We have to remember, like we have Alzheimer's.
April of 2019.
April 2019.
Yeah,
all right, let's go do this, brothers.
Get to the top of.
Yeah, this video came out 6 months ago.
Oh, Jesus, that's actually even worse. All right, let's move on, I guess.
No, because that's far from it. However, I also don't think it deserves nearly as much hate as it gets. It's still
deserves
a really
all
good
of it.
season.
It deserves all the hate in the world.
Burn it with fire.
Fucking shoot it, blow it
Burn
up.
it like Daenerys, burn that town down.
Yep. Exactly like that.
really good season.
That's a
It annoys
phone.
me
There's a
so
phone.
much when people judge it too quickly and instead
Oh.
viciously attack the creators. Game of Thrones doesn't deserve that shit. I've been a massive fan of the show for a long time. I've rewatched
I know
it
you
countless
can't think
times,
critically.
and it's arguably my favorite show of all time. And a lot of people felt the same way for so.
Yeah, well, a lot of people also say that this ending ruined the show retroactively beyond repair.
And it proves it. It disappeared over the cultural guidelines in fucking less than a fucking week. It just disappeared. Like, poof. No one ever talks about it.
Zeitgeist.
Huh?
Cultural zeitgeist.
Cultural zeitgeist. Yeah, I keep missing out on that.
I mean, like, I thought Dishonored was the best game I ever played for a long while, but you know, you could easily be swept up into like really loving something if you don't pay attention to like the hidden details that kind of ruin everything. Like
Mhm.
I don't think the flaws in season 8 are very hidden. I think they're pretty apparent.
Dishonored is like way better than Game of Thrones season 8. By the way, I'm not saying it's that bad. It's it's Dishonored 2 that really goes to hell. But yeah. Are we okay? Good. I keep anticipating that you're gonna say something, and so I'm afraid to like click on before you talk. Whatever.
Long. Game of Thrones isn't just your average fantasy show. It's a realistic drama with politics, economy, psychology, sociology, all with fantasy as its outer layer. It was written.
Okay, just remember this when he says otherwise later.
All right,
kinda
this is gonna
Just remember this part. Yeah,
it's kind of funny that Mr. Beatung in Blame of Thrones basically explained how that's kind of a problem with the show. And he's praising it.
yeah. It used to be a realistic show about politics and stuff, and now it's just a generic fantasy.
Even Cosmonaut said that. He was like, "Oh, the show was about characters using political power and their wits to like gain an advantage. And now it's all about fighting and action and wizards."
Yeah, he basically contradicted himself again because he hates Star Wars prequels for the politics.
Wait, is this the same guy?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my
Cosmonaut.
god.
Cosmonaut, the biggest hypocrite known to YouTube.
Oh my god, this guy.
Actually insane how he can't stay consistent on a single point in his entire runtime as a YouTuber. But I digress.
Let's get back to this.
Yeah.
R. Martin as a response to The Lord of the Rings, as even though that trilogy is fantastic and defined the fantasy genre, Martin was always interested in the finer and more realistic details, which is why Game of Thrones focused.
Yeah, and the show never made any good use of that whatsoever.
This is so heavy on characters and their interactions, crafting realistic and modern dialogue, and analyzing the.
That's like one of the terrible parts because that shit doesn't belong in a ancient medieval setting.
Yeah,
Like,
even if it's fantastical.
Like seriously, I don't give a flying fuck. The F-bomb and words like that do not belong in medieval movies. They just don't. If you put them in, then you just look ridiculous to compare it to like. I mean, how like I actually it's really
Lord of the
interesting.
Rings did that.
I watched with Shadowversity. Like I watched his video on like swear words in the medieval context and stuff, and it's kind of fascinating. Like most of our like disgusting swear words that we use today, almost just compulsively, like beyond our like knowledge, even they weren't used at all. They straight up didn't even use that language.
There's this fully.
There's a few words that do carry over, like damn, but I mean, even that is kind of like a different context because it's like you damn someone for reals instead of just for non-reals.
Let's get on with this mummers first.
Who unironically damns people anymore? I don't think anyone does that.
Damn you! And the guy's like, no, and he builds a dam around him.
No, I mean, you don't.
Being an idiot.
Wait, you don't know what that means?
Yes, he has damn like cursing, like damn you to hell. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Relationship, actions, and consequences. It's one of the most complex shows ever made, and naturally it gained a very large following. However, all that changed during season.
The show was not complex. The books were.
People just abandoned the series, stating that it was ruined. But it wasn't.
No,
Game
the
of Thrones
show was
season 8
also.
wasn't as bad as you remember, and I'll tell you
I
why.
think the show
But
is
as
fine.
always, these are just my opinions. If you don't
Oh,
feel the same way,
Don't you dare use
Oh,
the fucking
good. Damn
opinion
it.
card.
Damn it. We can't criticize him. He used his opinions.
Yeah,
Damn it.
Guys, we gotta go home now.
in my
Really?
Yeah, but all right, all right, guys.
in my opinion, air is overrated. We should all breathe in carbon monoxide.
All right.
It's like this is the post they do on Turf Nation server. They're like, well, Revenge of the Sith has a lot of objective flaws, but that's just my opinion.
What do you mean with those
So,
flaws?
fucking
What do you mean with those
contradictory.
flaws, Airborne?
Yeah. All
What do you
right.
mean? What do you mean with those flaws? And then you go, just my opinion, man. Stop attacking me for my opinion. Fuck people like that so much.
Anakin's journey does not make sense, in my opinion.
What do you mean it doesn't make sense? It doesn't make sense in my opinion. Fucking Christ, what a pussy. Jesus.
Grievous is a pointless and nonsensical character, in my opinion.
All right. All right, guys. Enough.
In my opinion, we should continue the
got it.
video.
Yes.
feel free to
Agree.
comment.
I agree on that
Voting is-
opinion.
Yeah, that guy, YX, that guy's the worst.
Guys, but that's just your opinion, Replica. So.
Oh yeah, he's the worst in my opinion.
Start an insightful discussion and try to understand each other's perspectives. Essentially, just don't be a dick. Anyways, let's get into the video.
I'll be a dick.
Now,
Fuck
usually
you.
I talk about
I mean, frankly, like often you're a dick because you sound really passive aggressive in some of your videos.
the negatives videos, get all the negativity out of there. But I won't be doing that today. I just go from episode to episode outlining the things I like and the things I don't. And to be honest, I don't think there'll be much structure to this video. I'm so passionate about Game of Thrones and I don't understand where all the hate is coming from.
Oh,
Especially
really?
looking at the first couple of episodes.
Oh, really?
And I think it's pretty clear where all the hate's coming from, even if you disagree with it.
Fucking
think
hell,
the
this
hate-
guy.
I think the hate really started around season 8, around episode 3.
Yeah.
No, it was season 7 was also very stupid. The
It-
White
yeah,
Hunt was
it's
still
yeah.
the stupidest plotline in the entire show.
Yes,
to quote
yeah.
Mahler, insane teleporting characters.
but no one had that huge ass complaint about it huge complaint to season 7.
Well, they still had that. Fuck, it's that word when you're like hyping it when you're building up to something and you haven't finished it yet, but
Hyped up.
yeah, like Chernov's gun. No, fuck, it's
Chekhov's gun.
Chekhov's gun.
not Chekhov's gun. It's something like when you build up something, but you like no, let's see where it goes.
Oh, payoff.
Yeah,
Payoff.
like they haven't gotten to the payoff yet, so it's like, and then when they actually get their payoff, they feel robbed because there was no payoff.
So it's like JJ and Ryan. JJ just sets up a ton of empty questions, and then Ryan just says, "Yeah, it turns out they were actually empty. I had nothing to do. No ideas for a story, so I'm just gonna end them right here."
All right, let's continue this shit show.
of the
Already
season.
know it's a shit
First
show.
2 episodes were fine. People actually liked them because they aren't controversial or flawed. They're just good Game of Thrones episodes. Episode
No.
1, Winterfell, just has
Okay, sure.
I can go either way with these ones. I don't care. We're
This
getting
has
to the
good
juicy
character
stuff.
moments for Jon, Sam, Daenerys, the Hound, Tyrion, Theon. The whole Jon learning about his true heritage is very engaging and is honestly the typical Game of Thrones drama that we all love. Sam holding in his own tears when learning about the execution of his father and brother is emotional, because we can see he'd like to say something, but he's afraid of Daenerys. This is something that's important for later, so hold on to that information.
Fuck you.
I didn't like the whole CGI dragon flying thing, but you know what? It just shows how Jon Snow learns to properly ride a dragon. It's not useless, I guess.
It's so
But honestly,
stupid.
there are no major
Oh,
problems with
question, how the
It's just
question,
a
how the
standard Game of
fuck
Thrones episode.
question, how the fuck they're holding on to those dragons?
In the books, they actually have saddles and stuff. It's some dumb
Oh.
thing they did with the show.
They
Wow,
just
the
tried-
show is like 5 million times worse than the books. Jesus.
Oh, great. They kind of forgot about saddles.
Yeah, so we always like some of the community on the Free Folk always make sex jokes about Daenerys, like how she
What?
holds on to Drogon.
Bestiality.
Oh no, it's part of the family, I guess. Kind of.
Levian,
Yeah.
I know about that tab on your Discord. Can
Shut.
you maybe not say that excitedly, for fuck's sake?
Hey, I have a gay relationship with Carthage. Leave him alone.
All
No,
right.
you already
alright.
know that Latvian's a simp, but he's
I'm
also
just going to
Shut
Desert
the
Eagle my
fuck off.
brains. I'm just going to Desert Eagle my brains for a second.
Oh,
Are we ready for the next part of the video?
yes.
Like how I talk
please.
about it as though I have an actual Desert Eagle. I don't have any guns. This country sucks.
Oh, yeah. I wish I had a gun so I can shoot myself.
All right.
Episode 2 is actually really fucking good, and most people agree with me on this. The foreboding tone and atmosphere throughout the episode is so gut-wrenching because
Yeah, and then they ruined it with episode 3.
You
Yeah.
have such a voice that makes me want to disagree with everything you say.
Even if
fills
it's
us with
right.
this feeling of dread and fear, and most of all, we feel what the characters are feeling. It's intense. Imagine
Carry
you had
him,
one
you
night
asshole.
before you had to fight against
And then it fucking deflated like a fucking wet balloon. A wet
Okay.
balloon. It did
Cool.
deflate, yeah.
Question.
an army.
Yeah.
You're fighting
Huh?
A question. Have you watched the Game of Thrones Telltale game?
No.
Ah, okay. Neither have I.
Carry him. Jesus.
literal death, and you have an extremely small chance of survival and a big chance of suffering a horrible and painful death. That shit is hard to take, actually near impossible to take. I can't even imagine the horror they're going through. All the setup for the Battle of Winterfell is really well done. More than that, Daenerys and Jon's dynamic is solid. The character interactions are just phenomenal, especially the fireplace scene. Brienne being knighted is one of the most uplifting scenes in the whole series, and it works so well due to the stark contrast from the rest of the atmosphere this episode has. Brienne really had a good moment to shine, and it also showed Jaimi's progress. Wonderful scene. And Bran's important relating to the Night King is explained, which had me on board. Yeah, memory.
No. That whole thing was stupid. The only reason the Night King was after Bran was because Bran was the memory of the world for some reason.
Bran, memory of the what?
But it doesn't make sense because if Night King kills everybody, it doesn't really matter if that Bran has the memory of the world. Because everybody's fucking dead, you dumb, stupid writers.
Bran can remember what the world was like before everyone got murdered.
So all this build up for the Night King, and that was his only goal, was to kill Bran. And that was the reason why. These are $1 billion writers, everyone, with the fucking toilet paper script.
They kind of forgot about good writing.
Ugh. You assume they were
I'm
having.
gonna run that line. I'm gonna run that joke to the ground.
Yeah, all right, cool.
All right, let's go.
I want to murder whoever is the designated button presser. They suck so hard at their job.
So who has all the memory of the world is a good fucking place to start if you want to
He told you he's the memory of the world.
Oh,
Taking that seriously is just embarrassing.
memory of the world. Who the fuck? What the fuck?
We are the children of the world. We are the children of the rainbow.
Oh no! Please make it end. Okay.
Shroud world. However, it is a bit weird that in season 7, Daenerys tells Jon not to call her Dany, but now she's fine with it. That's just a small mistake. However, there's
so that's the least of our problems in this fucking season.
Yeah, Dany. Is that even a girl's name? Dany.
No, that's a girl name.
It's short for Daenerys.
Okay, it's better than whatever. The name for
Nothing
whatever
to
that
compare
black
with.
chick was in Star Trek Discovery.
All right, let's continue.
The purpose it has in setting up the Battle of Winterfell is something it does perfectly. It was true Game of Thrones style, and holy fuck, it made me excited for the next episode. So yeah, the 2 first episodes of this season are actually pretty good. Nothing too special. That's of course understandable since it's the first 2 episodes. So yeah, out of the 6 episodes, that just leaves 4 apparently shit ones. Which brings us to episode 3. This is where fans really got annoyed and started hating on the creators for creating a shit episode.
Well, because it was a shit
agree
episode.
with the bad episode part. Not the hating the creators, no, that shit is childish. But yeah, to me personally, this...
Yeah, it is kind of childish to hate on
No,
But
they
were doing.
This is not like the prequel. They personally fucked it up.
They wrote all of this. And not to mention why I say I hate those creators. If you read that book I was talking about earlier, they almost got people killed into production. Like even of season 1. Like season 2, like they were filming on a mountainside and someone all fell off a horse.
Oh.
And they almost fell off a cliff. Like these guys are stupidly incompetent.
I don't know, probably great film directors have also that incompetency.
Oh,
No.
You have fucking no idea. I'm tempted to post the stream we did on that part.
This episode is disappointing,
That's a book.
especially compared to what it could have been. I've been waiting for this battle ever since the Night King was first introduced, and this episode was
By
just
the way, he's
lackluster.
only a show
And I'll
creation.
explain all the reasons
Hold
why
on.
it's lackluster before I go into why
Do
this
you
episode
mind?
actually does have some redeeming qualities.
Pause
First of
it.
all, the battle tactics.
Somebody-
Why?
Somebody keeps unpausing it. I was like trying to say something. Well, anyways, I was about to say the Night King was only a creation of the show. Like he has nothing in the books. It was
I don't
just
know.
it was just something for Jon Snow to stare at because David Benioff and D.B. Weiss are obsessed with actors emoting a lot. That's why there's not much dialogue in this season. Because they think they can substitute dialogue with facial expressions.
I don't know.
That's how stupid they are.
I don't know.
Something
These
tells
faces,
me.
these expressions, they say that in the post-episode interviews.
You know,
Some-
prequels also have a lot of emoting. Is that the
Something tells me that David Benioff and Wise do not like the Star Wars prequels or any other movie that has actual substance instead of overacting like what they're doing.
I'm gonna have to post you some videos, Leviathan, to elaborate.
Leviathan? You also call me Leviathan?
Well, fuck you.
He's Latvian dragon.
Yeah,
Let's call me Latvian.
Latvian. All right.
Are just stupid. No expert in combat or medieval war strategies, but I'm pretty sure sending your cavalry, which is a big portion of your army, into the darkness against an army of
Thank
the dead,
you.
which they can't see, isn't a good idea. They lost so many soldiers because of that idiotic tactic.
Because they wanted a cool visual. That's all they wanted.
Wait, so Turf Nation is aware of like the concept of style over substance and like being stupid, but yet like he can't acknowledge that Game of Thrones season 8 is complete garbage.
Yes, pretty much.
Like this is the
he's
entire
stupid.
season right here.
He's stupid that way.
All right.
All right, let's go.
And didn't gain a whole bit. Just firing the catapults would have done so much more. But oh well, I guess the Dothraki can't really do much inside the castle, so I can't see much more of a use for them except for the head-on assault. I'm sure there are a shit ton of battle mistakes that I would be able to pick up on if I knew about that, but I don't. However, there are some tactics that actually seem pretty smart to me at least. Mainly the Fire and Dragon Glass. I mean, it's a no-brainer because it kills the dead. But yeah, good strategy. However, a much more significant point of criticism is the lack of consequences in this battle. Now this is unforgivable to me because it goes against what Game of Thrones is all about. Before in the series, we've seen the main characters dying because they made a mistake or made the wrong choice. Game of Thrones was such a different style of fantasy because it was so realistic with realistic consequences. But in this battle, minor characters were surviving unwinnable situations. I don't care what anyone says, everyone on that front line should have been dead. Jaime, the Hound, Brienne, Podrick, Sam, Gendry, all of them. You don't survive that shit. They got fucking swarmed. And then once they're inside and they're again being attacked by swarms and swarms.
Oh yeah, so for context, every time like someone's about to get killed or it looks like they're about to get killed, the screen cuts away, and the next time you see them, they're totally fine. That's pretty much that. It's really dumb. Yeah, so the screen cuts away, and then the next thing you see them, they're like two zombies, instead of like them getting gang raped. It's really dumb. That's why like Mauler and them say like, "Oh, don't worry if it cuts away, the characters be fine." Like, oh, and when it doesn't actually happen like that.
Zombies, none of them die. Game of Thrones is a master of blunt deaths, but the only deaths here are cinematic and heroic. Sam should have died. He's not a soldier. Jamie should have died. He's a commander now, not a fucking elite swordsman anymore. I can forgive Brienne and the Hound and Tormund because they're actually elite. But the people in the crypt, oh no. Of course it's just the people without names who die. But Gilly and her son survived just fine. This really pisses me off, because it betrays one of the main rules of Game of Thrones. You pay for your mistakes. Some of the
Oh yeah, what about the fucking White Hunt? I know this is probably just season 8, but it's acting like no, all the other seasons didn't have this issue. The later seasons, post season 4. And the White Hunt, they literally made like Star Wars jokes. They called them a bunch of red shirts, like the extras that were following John and the crew. The people, the showrunners actually called them red shirts. Isn't that great? All right, I guess we're gonna continue.
characters didn't
Like
even
Replica
go
or
after
Leave or
this.
something?
Gilly
Where's
and
he
little
at?
Sam could have easily died. It would have
Replica, you there?
Well,
What? Did he left?
Replica. No, lost you. Damn it!
I don't know.
You would have
I
given us a
don't-
warning. Do we?
Oh,
Maybe his mic's like not working or something. I'm not sure.
Type in chat if you can't. If your mic's gone.
okay. Let's continue.
only led to a reaction from Sam. Podrick, Gendry, Sansa could have died as well. This episode could have gone down in history, but instead it failed due to its lack of consequences. Also, this episode was just really dark, which made it hard to see what was happening, and even though this made the moments of light more purposeful to us and the characters, it's still not the best experience as a watcher. And the death of the Night King is a bit anticlimactic
Yeah,
as well.
especially
like a lot of the previous information.
Yeah.
Huh?
Death of the Night King is anticlimactic.
Yeah, like I think I tell this to Dragon over here. In the context of the show, like where they're at and stuff, it would have been better if the Night King was the final baddie. Like
Yeah.
in the books, it make more sense if he wasn't, because doesn't even exist. Alright.
Maybe
about the White Walkers and their purpose is just kind of shafted, and it does feel like the season was a bit rushed. Arya beating him didn't annoy me as much this time watching, but it still just makes her too overpowered. But we'll get to that later. And yeah, it just feels lackluster that this is the extent of the Night King and his relationship with Bran and Jon. Like, what was Jon's purpose with the Night King? Was he not special in any way? I'm really glad that the Night King wasn't the final boss of the show, however, because that would have been an even bigger
Oh. Oh no!
The White
What
Walkers were there in
happened?
the beginning, like the first scene, the first season. That they were like the main focus.
Yeah,
Like,
they should have been
they're-
the main focus.
Because the whole thing about Game of Thrones is like these houses are battling over petty shit, while the White Walkers are like this overlooming threat that can kill everybody.
Yeah.
And then that overwhelming threat that can kill everybody just gets yeeted out of existence, and then all right, back to our petty squabbles.
Fuck.
All right.
the show is. I'm so glad the final villain is a beloved character instead of a purely evil force of nature, because that shit
What is what was her name? The bitch that ruled King's Landing.
Cersei.
Was her Cersei? Is she a beloved character?
Yeah, she's a pretty well written character.
No, only Winnie the Pooh is a lovable character, not Joel and not Cersei. Is that right? Is that right? He means something to those.
Yeah. You couldn't even pronounce it right.
No.
I couldn't even.
Fuck it.
Did I say it right? All right, let's continue.
Yeah.
it would have just made it as any other fantasy, and that's not what George R. R. Martin wanted. So yeah, I'm happy.
I
Uh,
think I think it's exactly what he wanted.
It's exactly like a generic fantasy. It is. The show is generic now.
It became generic.
King's story was the main focus of the season, but the way it was concluded did leave me wanting a bit more.
What? It was like the main focus. It was like on all the trailers and shit. Don't pull that shit on me. Fuck you. What a fucking idiot. Have you not watched all the fucking trailers and shit of season 8? And all the hype that was going around the Night King and just to get yeeted out of existence in the 3rd episode? Like a wet fucking fart? Let's continue.
Probably wondering how I can give such a title to this video after just roasting an episode, but trust me, we'll get into it.
Oh,
this
here come the
episode isn't
nitpicks.
all bad. There are actually a lot of things I really like about it. If you take away the lack of consequences and see this episode as a stylistic entity, then it's actually really solid. This battle is so fucking horrific and terrible and scary and dreadful and hopeless. It makes us feel the shit the characters are feeling. This is probably
'cause they
due
can't
to the
see
phenomenal
shit.
acting, the great visuals, the costumes, the sound effects, the choreography, the cinematography. So many things work together.
Yes,
to make
yes,
this
yes.
episode a visual
Surface
spectacle.
level
It's
shit.
unlike
Get over it.
any TV show can do. Think about it. No other TV show can do what Game of Thrones can in terms of production.
So he's saying it's good because of surface level shit. Oh, Replica, you back?
Nah, he's dead.
Alright.
No, he's just probably busy
Yeah.
talking to us.
So it sounds like to me he's like, oh, this episode, all these bad things, but you know, like it looked pretty, so it's good now. Alright.
No chance. Oh, so let me just talk about the music real quick, because this season has some brilliant music.
Oh, Replica, you back?
This okay. This series has music, not good music or bad music, just music.
I think he said good music.
Yeah, he probably said that. The just stupid video just glitching out.
No, I went back.
Yeah, something like.
Production value. Chance. Oh, so let me just talk about the music real quick, because this season has some brilliant music, like Jenny of Oldstone's in episode 2, and the Night King's theme. The whole last sequence of this episode is so fucking stunning, because I just love this theme. Fuck me, I love it. The deaths that we actually get in this episode are really fucking...
Can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah.
What?
If you watched episode 5 and you saw Darth Vader just sort of walk into Cloud City with the Vader theme, and all of a
just
sudden
gets shot and dies. Yeah, that's pretty much how it felt.
My idea was a crazy Indian man with a baseball bat hits him and he falls off the platform and dies, but shot works too. Like, do you think you would associate the music with anything other than just a fucking parody at that point?
Like I said, it's just surface level shit. He's like saying it's good now because I mean that's what I'm getting from this.
Yeah, I went to the back.
I like the cinematography, but I feel like Game of Thrones season 8 has like the weakest cinematography of the entire show from little bits that I've seen. So it's like even in its strongest department, it's still kind of weaker than the stuff that came before.
Yeah,
it's sort of like I saw this comment once that praised the White Walkers as they come walking in, you know, with all 12 of them, and he was like I assume it was a black person. It probably wasn't, but it makes it funnier. This is the heart of badass, brother. And I was like, and then they all die, all of them, because one of them got stabbed by a girl.
I fucking hate that stupid Keystone Army cliche trope.
What?
Keystone Army.
Keystone,
kill the big
what?
one. It's when you kill the big baddie and the rest of them die. The rest of the army falls.
Then again, it's the White Walkers, so...
Why would the other White Walkers fall? Like...
So they can wrap the show up real quickly and get to Star Wars?
Seriously, like, the other Whites would probably be alive. Like, I don't see why they would be connected to a guy who's only their king. It's sort of like the king of Spain dying, and then everybody in Spain dies.
Did you know how that works?
The Spanish just vanish.
Imagine if the king of a country dies, the entire population dies. I
Yes,
think I think at that point the king would be encased in a glass like shield, like he's sitting on his throne. It's like whatever you want, sir. Here, sandwich. Here, don't open it.
Thank you.
Don't do
now
anything,
I know how
sir.
to. Now I know how to do the Great British Genocide.
Oh,
So where's the queen?
oh, I feel bad in my stomach. Oh God, get him 1,000 shots of adrenaline. Save him. And he's like, no, I just have a bad tummy ache. It's fine.
Yeah,
God.
but the problem is that
nothing is whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not
No.
gonna.
Talk. What is it?
I don't know. Probably because I don't know why the hell the orcs didn't kill everyone when Saruman was destroyed in Lord of the Rings.
Well, that's the point. Is that the orcs are not tied to Sauron, nor should they.
Yeah, they just booked it. They're like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out."
Yeah. Well, I do find it kind of funny that the rubble breaks down everyone but like the good guys. Although you could also call that the powers of good, just keeping them alive.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think God would not step in to like?
All right, this evil shit's gone now. Let's wrap this shit up.
Yeah, let's prevent everybody who fought for freedom and good from falling to their deaths in the ground. All right, continue video.
Fucking emotional. Laura to Lyanna Mormont to Theon, they're all heartbreaking. Also, speaking of Theon,
Who
can we
gives
just
a
talk about
shit
his
about
character Arthur?
Liam Mormont?
Yeah, I feel so sad for that guy getting stabbed with a wooden thing through plate armor.
Oh my gosh, that was so stupid. Like the dragons were getting stabbed through their like scales with like broken iron swords that are super rusty. Like that's completely contradictory to their book counterparts.
I don't even think you should be able to stab through a person without armor with a wooden fucking stick. Not from that close. Like holy shit.
No, that just breaks the laws of physics. It's just stupid show shit.
It
Like
goes through
shit.
It goes through plate armor, mail, and his flesh and bones.
Not to mention the other side too.
So oh yeah, it goes to the other side as well.
Oh, we get more of that in episode 5. We get a broadsword or a long sword right through a plate armor and some mail.
Well, at the very fucking least, that is being stabbed by a guy who's like really big and strong.
That is completely impossible, but sure.
It's impossible, but at least it's someone that looks like he could do it in a position that he could do it. Like the Night King, he just goes like, whoop. I would just slide my hand towards your chest, and oh, it went right through. Wow, that was amazing.
Especially with the broken end of the stick too.
Like this is still unrealistic, but if you have like a guy sprinting towards another dude and just like jumping, and he does this big lurch as he like stabs through him, like I mean that would still be unrealistic. Like even then, you can't get through plate armor. It's just not gonna happen. But at least then it would be like, oh well, he did like a big jump and that made it okay, I guess, kind of. But no, none of that. He just whoop. Yeah, okay, I went through the armor. What was the stats of your armor? -5. It actually lowers my overall health. Oh, okay.
All right, let's go.
Oh my god.
Someone keeps unpausing
throughout this series. It's so compelling, and the end it has here is perfect. I love that Theon selflessly sacrifices himself for Bran, basically
needlessly,
whom he betrayed a long time
and
ago.
he doesn't accomplish anything. He doesn't accomplish anything.
No, he worthlessly dies for no reason.
I mean, like Mahler literally said that one of my favorite. Well, okay, he didn't say Theon was one of his favorite, but he basically said. Like another season 1 character is out casually dead for armor doing fucking nothing. Like it's yeah. I love that when he said that like Ser Jorah died facilitated by some of the most retarded writing in history.
A long time ago. It's come full circle, and Theon isn't expecting to win this fight. He's just winning some time for Bran. It's
in time for. Well, if he's winning some time, then why wouldn't he just stay like right next to him?
Well, because he'll be alive if he didn't, and the bandit he died.
This makes me imagine like this like like last stands in movies. Like this is basically like a guy blowing himself up before he's overrun by zombies. Like surely you would do the whole "I'm going for it, go out suicide" charge thing when there's no other option, right? I mean, I know that they're already surrounded by all sides at that point, but seriously, like, what the hell? I mean, Bran is like left defenseless after, after Theona dies. So it's like just stay right next to him. I mean, he really dies for no reason. Like he should just be.
You know what would have been a better death for him? Fighting Euron.
Euron?
Because that's his cousin.
Oh yeah, everybody. Oh my good fuck.
Instead of Jamie for no fucking reason.
No.
They have a pointless battle for no reason at all.
The finger in the bum.
Like Euron Greyjoy in the show is probably the best thing ever.
Yeah, and if you realize how poorly he's like adapted, that makes it even funnier.
I don't know.
Supposed to have an eye patch. He's supposed to have an eye patch and everything. I love it.
He's supposed to be like a child rapist who was like Valyrian steel armor and shit.
Yeah, probably was for the best that they changed it.
Yeah, but I mean, like his other things that he's like badass with, like they left that out as well. So he's just
sorcery, cut out his crew's tongue so they can't speak.
Well, I mean,
they still did that.
Yeah, except they did it like really badly. I love that. Like it's just in the books. It's like everyone on all of his crew don't have tongues.
Why?
They're like they are like men who tell no tales as they watch on. As their great leader, does shit. And then in the show, it's just I have a crew few of mutes. It gets lonely at sea.
Yeah, maybe you should have cut their tongues off, Aaron, you dumbass.
That's what he means by mutes, but the showrunners kind of forgot.
Fucking love that. That. It's such a bad portrayal. Because like I don't know about you guys, but if I hear that, I am imagining a boat full of these like pale men who just sort of have these 1,000-yard stares, and they just sort of quietly follow their leader and do whatever he says. And instead, it's just I'm a pirate and all my guys' tongues out. Lol, 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 lol. I'm the only one that talks.
Let's continue.
So selfless, so perfect, and yes, Theon has done so much justice in this season.
I mean, it kind of is selfless suicide for no reason. Wait, that's selfish.
Wait,
is it selfish?
No. It's selfish, but it's stupid.
Whatever.
All right. He committed suicide. How selfless of him.
Now let's go.
Now there's more air for children to breathe on a planet.
What?
So even though I despise the lack of consequences in this episode and personally think it completely ruins any chance this episode had of being amazing, it's still better than most shows out there. Heck, the worst of Game of Thrones is still as good as the best of most fantasy shows out there.
Well, I mean, there are a lot of shitty fantasy shows.
Well, I'll agree with you, but that's only because those shows are also like Game of Thrones.
What kind of fantasy shows? I don't.
He's talking about. I don't know what they're called, but I watched quite a few of them, and I hate all of them. Like, there's this one where there's like this whole. I'm not even gonna begin and try and get into that. The point is that they have a lot of modern dialogue and bad writing by people that don't. I just whatever. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. The point is they're bad because they're also like Game of Thrones, and that the writers didn't give a fuck. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun fact: there's also a series called Merlin that pretty much has some of the actors from Game of Thrones.
Merlin. That reminds me of something.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
because the big episode has is turning it too much into just another fantasy. Episode 3 is
No,
deeply
but it
flawed,
is.
but still not awful, so shut up about it. Then
So
we arrive
shut
at
up
episode
about it.
4.
No,
Last
it's the
Whoa,
scene.
whoa, hold on. What the
Oh.
fuck did that asshole say?
Oh, I
too
hate
much
this
into
scene.
just another fantasy. Episode 3 is deeply flawed, but still not awful, so
No, it's horrible. It's absolutely like
It breaks out all of the tension in the show. It just destroys the entire point of the show.
I'll watch John Wick any day over Game of Thrones season 8. At least that shit is kind of cool if you turn your brain off. This is
And
just
it's
brain
and
dead.
it's short, and it's shorter.
Yeah, that was that too. Like,
I'm not looking forward to this next part.
you want to kill yourself. Well, if you watch scenes, I mean, who the fuck can just look at the Dothraki, shot like what the Dothraki? Okay, so just imagine 3 Dothraki guys. They run into like some on fire explosive barrel. It explodes. They all die. That's basically what we see there. We just see like a whole bunch of guys go into certain death, die instantly, and then the lights go out real quick. Like a couple of 100,000 men all die in 2 seconds, and we're just sort of left like, oh, well, that was interesting. Wow, that was. I mean, even if the rest of the fight was good, that would already make the whole thing worthless. And it's not even the worst part. The worst part is the castle being completely undefended, having no matriculations, a moat, like a fucking vat full of oil or anything. It's got 0 defenses, 0 anything. Nobody's on the wall. The catapults are in front of the goddamn infantry. The dragons aren't attacking like there's no day like the day after tomorrow is tomorrow. The characters are all in the front lines and then run back somehow, even though they got flooded by zombies. And the most elite soldiers of all time are standing next to some of the worst fighters of all time, and then the elite fighters have to protect the worst ones. What this fight is garbage. Start to finish.
And not to mention, it fucking destroys this entire series. It's just,
Oh yeah, and Grey Worm also locks out most of his men because he's an idiot.
oh yeah, that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
people, after this episode, the Game of Thrones just felt absolutely alien to me. Like episode 4 and onwards. Like
Oh,
it
yeah.
didn't even feel like the same show anymore.
Because it's
what
not,
people
like-
did.
Like I would say the Game of Thrones was a mediocre show before this, but after this point, it just turned into something else. Like it just became a complete fucking shit show.
How to destroy your careers in 5 seconds.
I
shut
mean,
up about it. Then we arrive at episode 4.
Oh yeah,
the last
that
of the
poor
Stark.
Chinese, the body problem guy. Oh, his show is going to hell.
What? Are you
Fucking
ta-
I'm talking about. Okay, so David Benioff and whatever, they're adapting this like not this sci-fi novel made by some Chinese dude. And you want to know who's also with them, Lavian?
What? Who?
Ryan Johnson.
Johnson.
Yep. With Davey and Benioff and Weiss, and they're going to rape this poor Chinese man. They're going to rape. They're going to rape his vision, his story. It's going to be a complete explosion.
Oh no!
We need to get a violin out and play Gods Near by the.
I swear to God, someone needs to go to that writer, that
Yeah.
Chinese guy. Someone needs to go to him, just knock on his door, show him like the like Mahler's videos on season 8 and like The Last Jedi, and he needs to be like, "Sir, if you let these people make your movie, it's going to be the worst shit of all time. You do not want that to happen, my friend." He's like, "Oh my God! I mean, oh my God! Oh my God!" Or well, he's honestly at this point, like I can only hope the best. 'Cause, like honestly, I don't want him to fuck it up because I mean, fuck me, they're going to just destroy that man's like unironically, like in all seriousness, they're going to destroy that man's fucking everything. Like if that book that he wrote is like really popular in China, and like a lot of people love it, that movie is just going to ruin everything for that guy. They're going to associate that movie with him, and like that the poorly written like horseshit story they're going to put together is like his story. That always happens. Like like sure, people also blame the directors often, but like I'm if somebody adapts your work, often if they do it poorly, they're gonna look at you as an idiot as well. So I feel bad for that guy.
So wait, what was it called? The body problem?
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's like that's what they named it in the interview. It's probably like a bad translation or anything.
The body problem. What is that? Is that a never mind.
It's not about it's not about problems with bodies. Let me just look up Nam's video.
All right, let's just move on.
Yeah, I'll show it to you in a second. You guys just continue. Click the button.
Again, just a pretty decent episode. I can't find much wrong with it. The opening scene in the hall is so fun and exciting, with a bunch of cute character moments for us to enjoy, and it's the moment Daenerys truly realizes that she'll never have as much support from these people as Jon Snow has.
And she realized she has Starbucks.
Yeah, all right. I'm calling it now. Like this guy, Turf Nation, you basically shouldn't listen to him because he can't think for himself. I mean, for God's sake, he thinks Empire Strikes Back is the best Star Wars movie.
Well, that's typical.
I mean, that's like, frankly, at this point, if you like the Empire Strikes Back the most, you should like qualify because you might be some form of retard. not because it's a bad choice, because I could totally see it. It's just, it's like the mainstream conformist view on Star Wars. Like it. Like that one the most, and you are some kind of ism or not ism, but you're a thing.
Can we go back there a bit?
Copy that
on the video. There we go.
Hey, wait, you can click on it too, bro.
Oh, fucking idiot! I've been on the YouTube part.
The Last of the Starks, which is again just a pretty decent episode. I can't find much wrong with it. The opening scene in the hall is so
really
fun and
now?
exciting.
Really? Yeah. I can talk about Rhaegal's death all day.
I mean, I personally would say that one hit from one of those javelins should probably not kill a dragon that big, but that's just me.
In the books, those things are worthless. You can put 2 dragons. Like
Then if those 3 dragons are this powerful, why the fuck the dragon species became extinct?
Yeah, they should have been way before the Valyrians landed in Westeros.
Seriously, how the dragons were wiped out in Westeros?
Wait a minute.
Did they use magic?
No, it was dragons versus other dragons. It was the Dance of Dragons.
Basically some weird ass shit.
To be fair,
it was the Targaryen Civil War.
I could imagine humans defeating dragons with crossbows and shit after long, but I mean, like, it's kind of ridiculous to think about. I mean, nobody's fought a dragon in like hundreds of years, or however long it was. Yet there seems to be a weapon that totally counters them. Like, wow, that makes a lot of sense. That's like I know that it's a TV show, but that is like second TV show, Game of Thrones Part 2 material. Like, none of that. Like, if you have like some fantastical creature, which is like basically the last of its kind, like for at least like, I don't know, like say it begins with them, but like at least like 5 seasons or whatever, or like 10, or I don't know how long, there should be nothing that can stop them for no other reason than nobody like tried or needs to stop them.
Yeah, these scorpion things were just poofed out of nowhere just to kill them.
Could you imagine just Drogon like getting shot over and over and over again and just keep going? That would be so much cooler than the stupid contrived fucking garbage.
Oh, it's the same thing with the Night King, with the other one. He just one-shots one from a mile away with this ice javelin.
Dragon.
Yeah. And like it's funny because like they build these dragons up so much and they hype them up for so many seasons, and then the only thing they do with them is just yeet them out of the sky.
Man, in modern media, you can just John Wick everybody. Doesn't matter how big. Oh, fucking Christ. This is stupid.
Yeah, so they consecutively hit Rio like 3 times from a mile away with these railgun ballista bullshit things.
You know, when Arwen killed that like fell beast in Return of the King,
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was like one of the only moments that was just kind of stupid. Like, it probably shouldn't be that easy for her. But like at least it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like the sword does cut him, but this is fucking ridiculous. Just one fucking spear and the thing dies. Oh, dear God.
Let's go.
I mean, like, what makes it even stupider is that the first one already kills him, but the second one, like, finishes him off, and it just... Wow, that was accurate. Oh my God.
With a bunch of character moments for us to enjoy, and it's the moment Daenerys truly realizes that she'll never have as much support from these people as Jon Snow has,
which is pretty
also
dumb.
Important for later. The drama in this episode
I mean,
is
she's
engaging.
already
Jon's claim to the throne, with Jon betraying Daenerys and Sansa betraying Jon. Then Tyrion and Varys discuss this issue, with them having contrasting opinions. It's a moral dilemma that even the audience.
It's all stupid,
don't
though.
know the answer either. Bronn coming back with
no, I know the answer. It's stupid writing.
She kind of forgot.
It didn't amount to much. It was still a treat to see the three together on screen again. And of course, Missandei's execution is fucking gut-wrenching. Grey Worm's reaction...
who cares?
Mahler said it best. What if she grabbed her and, like, fell down with her? Why did she just let it happen?
No, my Sunday.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from, but there's like if we approach her as a character and not just a SJW machine.
No. These two have no political leanings.
Isn't she like
Trust
a bitch
me.
that constantly keeps going on about like slavery? But anyway,
Yeah.
she like her doing nothing and just letting that shit happen, being all dramatic about it. That's like pathetic. I mean, fucking hell! Imagine that. Like, if you want to go with this, if you want to go with this stupid, retarded like realism bullshit, like how about she just grabs the woman with the red hair? I mean the white hair with the wine glass. That creature. She grabs her and just falls down with her, and they both die. That would be interesting.
No, we can't have that.
I
mean, logic has jumped out the window in season 7. Any resemblance of logic that remained, anyways.
I mean, like I know that it wouldn't be likely to survive that fall, but I mean,
I know. I was talking about something else.
Trying like this, it's funny. We keep seeing that in movies like The Rise of Skywalker, where it's like, oh, I guess that person kind of just gave up. Oh, I guess Luke went to Kajimi, that planet that's designed to insult my name, Kajimi, and just sort of gave up. Oh, Darth Retarducci, whatever, he just kind of gave up and died. Like, that's not how life works, okay? Like, you don't just kind of give up. You either go insane, or you just giving up, that does happen, but not over the kind of things that, if you're like stuck, okay, you're like an assassin and you're stuck in a cave with a giant worm. I figured you'd just die fighting the worm instead of just die of hunger and give up.
Oh no, this is Rise of Skywalker, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Rise of Skywalker. Like I'm talking about the whole kind of gave up shit. Like that's basically what she is doing there. Like she just, that's some bad writing, man. It's fucking stupid. Lando kind of gave up and then stayed there. House parties. Because Cloud City doesn't need you. Nah, just stay there, black guy. 40 fucking years. For 25 years, Lando fucked around in a desert. Fuck the sequel trilogy. Jesus Christ.
It makes my chest It's intense. This perfectly acts as a catalyst to the next episode, which of course we'll get into in just a bit, and it really just seals the deal on the conflict between Daenerys and Cersei. It's personal now. The only big criticisms I hear from this episode are Rhaegal's death and Jaime leaving Brienne. I remember when Rhaegal was killed, my mouth dropped. It's so sudden, so blunt, so out of nowhere, and it leaves us with so much confusion because what the hell will happen to Daenerys now? Another one of her children has just been murdered. Also, this whole thing about the ships being behind the rocks so the shot would be impossible are honestly just nitpicks. That's just how the shot shows.
No wonder you're like...
Yeah.
Go on.
Remember the part where he says the show is supposed to be a realistic fantasy show? Remember when I told you to remember that? This is what I was talking about.
Oh, fuck this guy.
Steph was a nitpick. Oh, sure. Scorpions can just be railguns now on a whim.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be the perfect sniper.
I'm sure the deaths of the children of that bitch were also bad, but whatever.
Hey,
yeah.
fuck you.
What?
Oh, my avatar is Viserion, the first one that died.
Yes.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the other one.
Question.
I'm talking about the wine glass woman. Like her children's deaths were probably stupid too.
All right.
I'm not talking about you, Viserion. You became a zombie, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm still am.
Yes. Question. Does Dany even care that one of her children turned into a fucking what?
No. Doesn't
No.
really seem like that because the TV show runners don't care.
Oh, what the fuck, man? What the fuck, dumb?
Is there not a single reaction shot of her looking at the zombie?
No.
Oh, you gotta be. Okay.
David
Benioff
and Weiss should never have touched. They shouldn't touch anything.
Okay, episode 3 just got even worse.
Especially Viserion was always my favorite one of the three in the books.
Why? Because he was blue?
No, he was gold actually and white. He was like a little happy puppy dog kind of.
Oh.
He like hang around with everybody and he's super lazy. You alright?
He's just gone insane.
Oh, he was gold. He wasn't even blue. What a fucking retarded adaptation. Jesus.
Oh no, it was because like he became like a zombie dragon. He became blue for some reason.
Oh, that's stupid.
Blue. I'm blue.
I'm blue.
Okay, let's do this again.
Okay.
This whole thing about the ships being behind the rocks so the shot would be impossible are honestly just nitpicks. That's just how the shot shows it. The ships were tactically positioned out of sight of the fleet, and yet Daenerys didn't see them because she probably just flew from their sight. And she was busy looking at Rhaegal, who was hurt. Some people just love to hate on everything.
I hate you.
No. Stop.
Yes.
My head hurts.
Does Turf actually think that we wanted to hate Game of Thrones season 8?
I'm sorry, I wanted a realistic fantasy show about politics.
Is this just a Stockholm syndrome kind of thing? What is this?
This doesn't have to do anything with Stockholm syndrome, for fuck's sake.
Is this just? Is this him? Like, is this like a natural direction that the human being takes if he like has that political leaning and just denies reality on a daily basis? They just get into that. Oh, facts are like hurting feelings.
By the way, I never actually finished this video, so I think this is where I left off.
I know that I'm trying to like be I know I'm playing armchair psychologist here, but honestly, I don't really care about what he says anymore. Like, I just like, how do you get to this retarded point of view? It must just be biased, like inherent, like I don't want to profile him. Is he leftist? I don't know. Like, just inherent bias against reality makes him unable to like critically evaluate this. I'm sure that all the reasons why he says season 3, episode 3 is deeply flawed or just as subjective. Like he hates it for the wrong reasons. Like people like him, they can't think critically. They just can't. I don't know if the school system did that or whatever. Like I know that I'm sounding like really preachy here, but like it's frankly it's a waste of time to like cover his actual arguments at this point. Like it's way better to just try and describe him, and I guess he's just an inherent like reality denier. I don't fucking know. It's weird. I mean, wanting to hate things, like want to hate. I mean, wanting to hate something, it's obvious if somebody wants to hate something. Cosmonaut wants to hate the prequels. What does this guy want to hate?
I know. The fans.
The
fans.
Yeah, he hates
What
fans
else
of
would
everything.
What else would it be? I mean, this is probably a defense of the show.
Pretty much, yeah. Better than you remember. Oh my god. Better than you remember. And then he says, "Oh, this is just a nitpick." Yeah, that's gonna change people's minds.
Remember when I freaked out on Discord earlier that one time?
What?
Now you know why.
What? You did what?
Remember when I typed in all caps? It's a freaking nitpick when I was showing you that video.
Oh, mother! Oh,
Holy Mother Mary of Joseph!
Yes, this is what I was referring to.
I'm really, really sorry for you, man. I know how it feels to lose your dragon brother.
Don't worry, I'll fish him out of the ocean one day. I just gotta get back. I just gotta get behind the wall from behind the wall.
And use a little bit of necromancy.
Well, I am the new Night King now. Out of generic fantasy rules, that's how it works.
Ah, yes, a dragon becomes. No, that makes too much sense.
I am the last zombie tisms, so now I get to be the new king.
Well,
I am all the zombie dragons.
Well, that is true. There was only one.
Sorry. I love that line from Palpatine
So
much.
Cringe.
It's
fanfic tier dialogue said by the actual actor.
I want Jedi.
I want to see that. I want to see that more in movies. I want to see actors that are like really special, like I don't know, Patrick Stewart or something, just say utterly retarded lines. It's sort of like when,
I am all the bodies.
It's sort of like when the voice actor of Snake did the whole dummy thick. Oh, I just said that. Oh, Jesus Christ! That line. He said that line. I kid you not. Like I was just like, what?
You know, that line reminded me of like kids playing on the playground. I am all the Jedi. Like that's seriously what it reminds me of. Like
it's also the way he says it. Like I'm sure that before the guy yelled action, like Ian McDermott was drinks water. Yep, we're gonna do this. I am all the Sith.
And he has like 50 takes because he can't keep his shit. And
it's almost as bad. It's unironically almost as bad as You Were Always Scum. I love it. You were always scum. Rebel scum.
Yeah, alright, let's continue. Let's continue.
Scum.
The real one here is Blue again, and people are saying that this is a massacre of Jamie's character arc, which is just fucking bullshit. Yes. He already completed his character arc. His arc was never to stop loving Cersei.
Oh fuck! What's that? Is that true? Is it true or is he just telling bullshit?
I'm sorry, but Turf Nation cannot be found right now. He is currently rewriting history.
I knew it. He's lying about Jamie.
Yeah. This show was all about his character.
Which is just fucking bullshit. He already completed his character arc. His arc was never to stop loving Cersei.
What?
That wasn't his problem. Jamie's character arc fully ignited when he lost his arm, because this took him from an elite soldier able to best anyone in combat to a cripple who could barely defeat a squire at this point. Jaime had to learn how to be something without his skill.
What the fuck's
Who
going
the
on?
hell is pressing the button?
He had to humble himself. He had to
Spoopy?
find something to fight for, some sort of purpose.
I know.
He had
It's
to fight
probably
something.
Lopez.
He had
Probably.
he had something to fight for, which meant that he went back to incest and died for no reason.
But he had Brienne at that time. He shacked on with Brienne, but I guess he
Yes.
just fucked off randomly.
Yeah. Yes, a woman that isn't related to him over so.
You
What
just
the?
love?
Why do
don't
you
you
want to go back to incest?
Don't you
What the
love
fuck
that
is-
they? Don't you just love that they fuck over like an overpowered female character to make another, I guess, less over? I don't know, like a non-over. I don't fucking know. Maybe she's less. Maybe she's more. Either way, it just like
They just
wow.
wanted the scene where Jaime and Cersei died by a bunch of bricks.
Jesus Christ. I hate I haven't even watched every season and I feel every all the
I love how-
season and I still feel pissed off.
I am
So-
all the seasons.
I am all the corpses covered by bricks.
I am all the bricks, and just falls and kills Jaime.
How do you?
Well, I am all the hot chocolate.
You
Thank you.
asshole.
How are you covered? How do you die by bricks yet look so nice when you're dead?
Because
I don't know. Probably they didn't have the time to make a prop of the
No. They did actually do that. Like that was in their script. Like they didn't want their faces hurt, but they wanted the bricks to fall on them.
Oh,
They
really?
should be broken down corpses.
They should be fucking smashed watermelons. Yeah.
Yeah,
They shouldn't.
probably.
No. They shouldn't necessarily be that bad. They should just look like shit. Absolute. They should look like a dead clump of shit.
Oh yeah, not to mention the backwards falling bricks, because once they Tyrion goes to collect their bodies, they have bricks underneath them.
I mean that can happen, but there's like a whole pile up under them as well.
Yeah.
So it's just. I mean,
So
they
they
also moved. They also moved position. They were under a bunch of pillars, and then they moved to the stairs.
And the way the building collapse also changed between the two episodes.
This fucking
Oh,
show is garbage.
Like it showed the whole thing collapsing, but it actually was just that one spot in the 6th episode.
This fucking
Jesus.
show. Oh my
Oh,
god, this show
let's-
is retarded.
It's such a giant contrast between season 1 and 8. It's like it's a different show entirely.
Yeah, just like just like any other show. Only this one is worse.
Alright.
Oh my god, this is fucking amazing.
He realized that he'd be a better person now. He helped Brienne, he helped Tyrion, he helped the Stark girls, and he rode north to help fight the dead, because it was the right thing to do. He never
Then he just goes back to that bitch! What is your point?
We'll find his point, if there is one.
never stopped Cersei. His dynamic with Brienne just showed how his compassion for others grew, and he truly did care about her. But he
Why
loved Cersei
didn't-
more. That's why
What?
Didn't Jamie left Cersei because why did he left her in the first place?
Because evil, and she evil. She won't fight for the good. He is more about good than evil. Therefore, he leave her. Fuck
Oh,
dick.
my PS5 controller just shipped. It's gonna be arriving November 2nd.
Oh
Nice.
god, that why move back?
Huh?
Oh
yeah.
fuck it, let's just move before my head explodes. Oh,
Yeah,
it already
Latvian
starts
hate-
hurting.
Latvian hates the places in 5, so yeah.
he went back
All
to
right.
He did his mission in the north, and he didn't have anything else to do there. Just because he was a dick to Brienne doesn't mean he actually meant that. He was just trying to make her not feel sympathetic towards him, because he doesn't feel like he deserves that. Jaime
What?
knew that Daenerys would win, and that Cersei would probably die if she got
How?
caught. He wasn't trying to get to Cersei so that he could
How
help
did
her
he
win
know
the war.
Daenerys
No,
would
he
win?
knew Cersei was a tyrant.
No.
He wanted to leave with her, perhaps have a chance at a simple life. After all the shit that Jaime went through,
Incest.
Mm.
Yes, incest.
Also, she evil.
Yes.
How did his hair? How the fuck did his hair go from white to like black?
Yeah, he just
It was gold.
he's
It was gold.
Yeah, he turned from Prince Charming from Shrek to whatever.
Homeless guy from across the street. Yeah.
He looks like
Yeah.
shit.
Jesus
Fucking
Christ. I know that
Older
people's
immensely.
hairs change over time.
But
No.
not their color.
Well,
Okay,
kind of.
the color can change from because my most of my uncles and aunts used to be blonde when they were first born and then slowly became black, but he was well in his 30s. Like him going from his 30s to black in his 40s or in the show only like months. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
It's just retarded. Like it should absolutely be white, and it should also not look like this. It should still look well. Okay, I mean, when it comes to hair, I don't think that hair should. I mean, hair usually takes on a specific form unless you go out of your way to change it, right? I'm pretty sure
Mhm.
that's how it works. Like I've got a ridiculously long hairdo right now, but usually or normally before it was just like this little, black thing. I don't know. It's I don't know. I like my hair. Continue.
He'd even be just die alongside the woman he loves. Jimmy's character in this episode does not ruin his character arc. I personally think it's a very fitting end to it. Y'all are just salty.
You
I
made no
don't have a
argument.
problem with this
Oh.
episode, and I don't think anyone should either.
Shit.
It's just
Oh,
a good
I cut
Jimmy's
out.
character
I
arc.
need to hear that.
Jamie trying to get to Cersei so that he could help her win the war. No, he knew Cersei was a tyrant, but he wanted to leave with her. Perhaps have a chance at a simple life. After all the shit that Jamie went through and all the amends he made, he'd even be happy to just die alongside the woman he loves. Jamie's character in this episode does not ruin his character arc. I personally think it's a very fitting.
She's hateful, and so am I.
Wait, question. Did Jamie ever apologize to Brad?
Brad,
for-
what the fuck?
Yeah.
What?
It was in
The-
season 8.
Oh, thank God. At least there was something that D&D didn't fuck up.
I mean, he literally goes from being a good person to like evil. So I don't know. I don't think that. How do you do that? How do you write something so off? God damn it. This is
That's what
stupid.
happens when you don't have.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's just continue.
Retarded, I know. Let us continue the fucking video made by stupid people.
A very fitting end. Y'all are just salty. See, I really don't have a problem with this episode, and I don't think
Oh,
anyone
I'm just.
should either.
Oh,
you're just salty. Oh my god, you are.
Oh,
a
we're just
fuckface.
salty, huh?
It's Star Wars all over again.
Oh, fuck me. This guy, TurfNation, is just. He's incompetent.
He's
Oh, no.
just. He's
Oh,
just a
he's-
cunt.
Yes, he's a cunt. He's not incompetent as Adam.
Fucking retard, massive idiot. Adam is better than it. No, Adam is. fucking
No,
awful.
no, no. Adam is worse.
But
At
this
least
guy
the-
is very close to him.
Yes.
Oh my god, what a fucking terrible person. Jeez.
Either. Good episode.
Just a
Finally
good.
reached it. The bells. This is the episode that made Game of Thrones fans turn their backs on the creators and the show.
Yeah,
It all comes
fuck
down
them.
to Daenerys. She
Oh,
burns down
this is the
whole
part.
city,
Oh,
and people
look
were
at
angry at
that.
how
Look at
this
that.
drastic change was completely
That was the dirt fire scene.
Was it stupid because the fire shouldn't go into that tunnel or what?
Hold on, hold on. Let me try to pause it right in the right second.
and the show. And it all comes down to Daenerys. She burns down a
Yeah?
Oh, you should have seen it on Anomaly's channel. We paused it like the right frame. It looked so ridiculous. Like
Why
it
is
looked
this-
derpy as hell.
Why is this guy the only one to try and go this way?
I don't know. Maybe because he's. He's smarter.
And why does the fire why does the fire then go like to like 10 times the speed when it goes through this hall?
Okay.
It's like it's like the fire was like, oh shit, that guy is still alive. Get him.
It's self-aware fire.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Maybe because it's a closed space, so it's faster.
Yeah, I mean, like I know that's how it's supposed to work, but like if it doesn't immediately go into it, it pretty much should mean that it doesn't go into it. But I mean, I wouldn't look at this as like a terrible scene, but It's more him evaporating when he gets lit on fire. That's kind of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
But I like that idea. Like, oh shit, there's a guy still alive. Get him.
Whole city. And people were angry at how this drastic change was completely contrasting to her character, essentially ruining the whole show.
By the way, that like fight between the Unsullied and the Lannister army should have gone on for way longer.
And
Yeah.
I completely disagree. I think Daenerys' turn is completely justified.
Oh my god!
Well,
It's
maybe.
getting better.
Yeah, justified.
Is it
This
true?
was the part I left.
The cops.
Fuck.
The cops. The police heard it. They're coming to like investigate, dude.
Oh shit! I didn't know the fucking Land of Always Winter cops were still here.
No, don't worry. They're coming for Turf Nation. Just tell them that you're not him and tell them where Turf Nation is. I'll go arrest him.
Oh, okay.
The cops
Oh,
are
thank
like,
God.
somebody like season fucking 8, go arrest him.
Why were you so nerfed, Dragon? Do you have something to explain to us?
What?
Still like that fucking moment where cinematic Venom like has these people come arrest him for not liking Game of Thrones. I mean, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
yeah. It's like one of the only times in my life that I see like a stupid self-indulgent like skit like that, and I actually thought it was the right thing to do to just have him be arrested for his opinion.
Then again, that opinion is fucking retarded, so arresting him is the best choice.
You're a very clearly a mentally unstable person. You're now arrested.
We need to do another Great Purge.
There's something weird about that, by the way. Like, this woman gets a knife out, and this boy grabs his sword and everything, and nothing comes of it.
What?
Like when Cinematic Venom runs, like people find out that he like doesn't like it, and they allude that there's going to be a witch hunt, but nothing ever comes of it.
Oh,
What a
that's
plot hole.
maybe Cinematic Venom is just that of an asshole, not to just get his character killed.
Like
For
how,
his own-
Maybe he kind of forgot.
like how boring is that?
Yeah.
Like it would have absolutely been cool if like a crowd of people grabbed him and like I don't know threw him in a vat of boiling hot excrement or something. I don't know.
Let's get this show on the road again.
Copy that.
And her motivation clearly laid out
Oh.
for us. Just let me explain. I want you to imagine that it's you. What if you lost everything? From childhood, you didn't have a mother,
What?
You know,
a
from the great
father,
word
or
of
anyone
Wise
who loves
Wolf,
or cares about.
remember when his cat died, and
What?
he just murdered the entire city because of it?
The fuck?
No, it was a freaking dishonors wolf. It was one of his comments on the Game of Thrones. It was like remember when my cat died and I just decided to murder entire city because of it?
To use as an example.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty good thing. I mean that's basically what that is. Like I mean, just because you lose some people doesn't mean you have the right to like murder like hundreds of thousands.
You're suddenly fucking Hitler suddenly now? Yeah.
It's not Hitler. Hitler doesn't do that. That's like straight up just being.
Yeah, you're right. He used the Halo rings.
That's basically like that's basically like using I don't know if there's a good example of it. Like it's just completely unjustifiable, straight up like total murder and genocide for literally no reason. Like just absolutely no reason. I mean, what the hell is the point?
After
What
you
the-
won and everybody surrendered, you just start murdering everybody for some reason. They never actually explain this. They keep coming up with random explanations that contradict each other.
I mean, like the reason why it makes no sense is because there's no you can't justify it because the it's just a problem that even the most evilest motherfucker on this planet wouldn't like literally try and kill everybody because there's you know, I know it's a meme probably to say, but there's too many people. There's too many people outside. You can't kill them all. like obviously she can because she's got a
Fuck all dragon.
blatantly overpowered piece of shit dragon. But I mean, what's the fucking point of that shit? What's the point of that? Like, there's no justification for it because it doesn't serve a purpose. It doesn't give her anything to kill all those people. It just doesn't give her anything. Like there's so many levels. There's so many levels to which her killing everybody like that is broken. Like what those two chuckle fucks did, what they did, unironically, what they did the DB and Wise and those guys, what they did was basically say that, oh well, if you go crazy and somebody's like out there to get you or whatever. I mean if you got a lot of power and you have a history of insanity in your family, obviously you will kill just everyone. Like that's literally what they did.
I hate that nihilistic shit. Like, oh, it's your family's blood, so nothing matters. You're just go insane for no reason. Doesn't matter who you are.
Well, see, that's also the reason why Mr. Beaton made that video, White Dragon, because he knew it was like cynical and nihilistic.
Yeah,
you can understand why I like that guy. You can understand why I like that guy. Fuck me. If only there were more people like Mr. Beaton that could just see this shit before it happened and actually have influence. He makes a lot of videos like that, like how he made a video about how BioWare basically is gonna have to just quit. Like all the developers are gonna have to quit because EA is just slowly going to wreck everything that made them great. Oh, and look what happened. Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yes.
Let's go. Let's continue.
Before you can have your husband gets poisoned by witch and you have to strangle him yourself. Then you lose your baby and all you're left with are 3 baby dragons. Now these dragons mean everything to you. They're essentially the only children you'll ever have.
Still doesn't justify killing hundreds of thousands of people.
And not to mention, they didn't care about the first one.
Yeah, she didn't even give a shit.
I feel lonely now. What's my purpose in life?
Even if your mom hates your guts for children.
She locked me underneath a pyramid and forced me to watch TLJ. It wasn't even my fault. It was Drogon's fault.
Okay.
And then she destroyed our Lego sets and made us walk on them.
She hates you for you even to dare to become a zombie.
And then she dragged us to her dungeon and did things to us. Oh my god.
Oh, this makes it even better because you're supposed to be Viserion.
Yeah. I just imagine like Rhaegal and Viserion like building like a Lego castle, and then Daenerys just comes in like all muscular, like freaking Abby, and just destroys it. and we're just holding each other, like crying, like, oh my god.
You guys enjoy your daily dosage of Abby getting slaughtered.
That's completely normal.
Yeah, this is very enjoyable to watch. I agree.
All
oh
right.
My god, this
Let's
fucking stupid bullshit. Oh my god.
Let's hear this guy's explanation though.
Yeah, let's hear his retarded explanation. I'm very interested.
God damn it! Everybody, stop pushing at the same time.
Continue building your support. You have Jorah, Missandei, Grey Worm, Barris, and Dario Naharis, who are all loyal to you and support your dream of breaking the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them die, but you finally come to Westeros where you realize you have no support. And instead, Jon Snow, the king of the North, does.
What? Pause. We're gonna pause this right now.
He bends the knee.
No support. She has no support current to this person who never watched the show. Because apparently
I mean, Jon Snow wants to marry her, so.
Like, if only that was the case. That would solve pretty much like all the problems post episode 3.
If that says anything, then I'd say you're pretty loved.
I mean,
he
he had the support of the Reach. She had the support of the Reach, the Dornish, the Iron Islands.
I mean, Jon Snow completely emasculated himself irredeemably to bend the knee.
I don't want it, you, McQueen. I never wanted. I never have.
Jesus fuck, they're Jake Snow. He's literally Jake Snow.
Yeah. I created a new text channel for our podcast right next to it, so we can.
Wait, wait, hold on. You just did that?
Yeah, so it's for the podcast, so we can like post stuff, see if like we were talking about, we can post the thing.
Oh, there it is. Scriptcron is text stock. Ah, okay. Gentlemen, it has been a privilege posting with you this season. Okay.
Yeah, it's been good posting cringe.
I don't want it. Oh my god, I'm fucking stupid.
I love that emote.
You're king. You're supposed to be a king. God damn, fuck.
You're a king.
George Lucas laughs at Jon Snow. Alright.
Yeah.
Well then.
I don't want
Instead,
it.
Jon, the king in the north, does. You two fall in love, and he bends the knee. However, people still don't trust you or support.
More like
only the North doesn't support you, which is stupid by the time episode 4, because she sacrificed one of her dragons, me, and half her army apparently, and yet the North are still assholes to her.
Yep.
Yeah, Cersei was. What if the Winterfell just fall to the White Horde?
It should have.
And when Cersei sees the White Walkers coming, she would just have the stupid surprise, and King's Landing just fails.
Zombie Daenerys.
That would have actually happened if the timeline if the season 1 rules were applied, because the whole timeline between season 7 and 8 makes no fucking sense.
Zombie Daenerys on top of zombie Drogon just sort of flies into her tower and commits suicide.
That actually would make a better ending.
Yeah,
because Daenerys would actually still be alive technically in a way.
A really fucked up ending, but still an awesome
There's
ending.
actually a picture of it, actually.
The whole world gets taken over by fucking White Walkers. It would probably be for the best, honestly, with how worthless the show is.
Okay, I need to see that picture of zombie Daenerys.
Just everyone fucking dies, every last one. Just every fucking person.
Yeah,
every fucking person died.
Here, I posted it.
All right. What does it look like?
What the fuck?
Oh,
that's pretty cool.
That's actually kind of disturbing.
Yeah.
Whose head is that?
Cersei's.
Yeah.
Probably would have been the best, honestly.
It's just a giant fucking hammer.
Can you believe it? This is actually a more believable fucking ending.
That's what should have happened.
This is more believable. Imagine trying to defeat that, by the way. That actually looks pretty intimidating. Like, holy shit. Although I'm not sure. I don't think all of them would be here. I think some people here would fucking like a White Walker tiny man. What was his name? Tyrion? Oh, yeah, that. That is actually really disturbing. Can't believe that it's a better ending. I can't believe this is a better ending than.
Yeah. Let's continue.
What was there a podcast? I totally forgot.
The only thing that's kind of missing here is like a shit ton of whites behind the Night King and all those people, but otherwise it's perfect.
They support you, your children for them, and they still don't love you. You save them in the Battle of Winterfell, in which you lose one of your most loyal and beloved friends and half your army. Still, they don't trust you. And Jon Snow has just told you that he actually has a much better claim to the throne than you do. And you beg him not to tell anyone, but he does anyways.
Well, you could have just married him.
Another of your children gets
he accidentally
while you get betrayed by the only people you have left. Tyrion,
Which-
Varys, and Jon.
actually, that's
Finally,
another
watches
point I
your
wanna
best
talk
friend
about.
Gets their head chopped off
Did-
by
did-
your
Fuck.
enemy. This in itself
Sorry.
is enough to-
Sorry. All right. Talk.
Okay, here we go. So the whole thing with Tyrion is like Varys started betraying Daenerys way before episode 5. Like it made no sense. Like
Yeah.
Tyrion and them started conspiring against her because she looked sad one time.
Yeah.
That was literally the reason. It's just because she looked sad during the celebration.
Oh Jesus, this writing is garbage.
And not to mention, like before the big battle scene in episode 5, the Varys tries to poison Daenerys because of that.
Because she looked. Oh my God, this is fuck this show. Jesus. Oh my God.
And like, what was your point, Varys? Like, if Daenerys would have died, the dragons would have fucked off, and Cersei would still be in King's Landing. Like,
I hate
without
this
those
shit.
dragons, you have no chance of getting in that city.
Yeah.
Dear God.
And how
Like, just
did,
to think, all of this could be avoided if she would have just attacked King's Landing right in the beginning of season 7.
Yep.
Like, the only reason they did it is because it's arbitrary, dumbass reasons I kind of forgot about. Shut up.
sorry, I'm not gonna.
I kind of forgot that the story is supposed to make sense.
Like, because they knew a secret way inside the Red Keep because of Tyrion and Varys. So they could have kidnapped Cersei and take the Red Keep that way. Or they could have just used dragons and yeeted Cersei off the Red Iron Throne. Because they didn't have the Scorpions at that time.
Yep.
Because Tyrion, for some fucking bizarre reason, thinks a small skirmish inside the city is far more worse than starving the city. And yeah.
Well, as the actor of Tyrion said, like Tyrion is apparently not so smart because
Yeah.
you know, hiding in a crypt and everything.
Hiding in a crypt. Really?
You know, I
Really?
agree with the Stormcloak soldiers saying right here on the screen.
What?
Ah, bastard!
Yeah.
Jon Snow, the bastard of Winterfell.
Damn rat bastard! Oh God, that went right into my mic. I'm so sorry.
All right.
Yeah,
let's
that
go.
hurt.
Okay, let's
We
do
should
that
go back
again.
a bit because we kept pausing.
Damn rat bastard! I need to. I completely fucked up a voiceover session a few days back because I was way too close. I need to stop doing that.
Does anyways, betraying your trust. Then another of your children gets
Jesus
murdered and your
Christ.
best friend gets kidnapped, while you get betrayed by the only people you have left. Tyrion, Varys, and Jon. Finally, you watch as
He
your
just
best friend
mur-
gets their
He just murders that guy. Oh, whatever. It doesn't matter.
head chopped off by your enemy. This in itself is enough to warrant someone going crazy or wanting revenge, but there's such an important scene that I think everyone has just forgotten about. It's right before the attack on King's Landing, in which Daenerys reaches out to Jon Snow, but he refuses to give her the love she desperately needs because he's not
She's an
fully sure.
incel.
This is
No,
What?
no.
He's an incel.
What
She-
is it?
She didn't want. She now his reasoning for her burning King's Landing is because Jon didn't sleep with her.
I guess we should give the D&D, we should give them a little bit of credit. There are indeed people stupid enough to believe their bullshit.
This is disgusting. Oh my god.
Yeah, this stupidity is offensive to me as a human being.
As a
It's
human
even-
being.
Even as a dead dragon, yeah, I agree.
Dead track. All right.
Undead. Yeah.
vital to so many people just ignored it. Daenerys had lost everything at this point, and no one supports her in this fight.
Josh,
Oh my god.
how do you lose everything when you got a dragon? Like a literal army of men that does everything you want.
You have the Reach. You have the Iron Islands. You have High Garden. What
You
else
have-
does she have?
You have, if nothing else, you still have that cunt Grey Worm.
Oh yeah, I guess that means everything.
Wait, Grey Worm. Didn't he die?
No.
Nah, he's immortal.
What?
Nah, just kidding. He's still alive at the end. He like completely murdered like everyone and did everything she want because that makes sense.
Let's see.
Uh,
Yeah. Misa
He's got the
continues.
most. He's got the most generic voice in the whole world, by the way.
Who?
Orders: kill anyone who resists against Jamie Lannister. I mean, Cersei Lannister.
Oh yeah, in
Yeah.
episode 6, it was really bizarre. Like he started executing freaking Lannister soldiers before Daenerys even landed. Like, how do you get message from the Queen? Like you're telepathic now or something?
And John fucking
But
standing.
could-
John fucking standing down and letting innocent people get murdered. Fucking that
What a character assassination!
character assassination. Definitely, like I would have no respect for anyone like that.
Like, who wants that guy to be king? What the fuck, Tyrion?
Yes, I will now allow you to die. Thank you. Yeah.
I
Like
least
they were
John.
trying to get John to be king. I'm like, are you sure you want this neutered dog to be a fucking king?
If it was the past season's Jon Snow, then hell yeah.
Your coin has landed well. You let innocent people die. I am
Yeah, I
also
could-
the father of Superman.
What?
You know, the father of Superman was like, let innocent people die in Man of Steel.
Whatever. Let's continue before I jump off
Before
a
I
window.
shoot my face. Yeah, maybe. Jump off a window. Why would you jump off a window?
I don't know
It
because
looks
I
like John was
because I-
talking.
because I have a balcony.
Can you fly? Can you fly though?
Oh yeah, you could fly. You're a dragon.
Oh
I
yeah.
almost forgot.
Oh yeah, I'm a dragon. How stupid.
I guess
Yeah,
he kind of forgot.
Yeah, I kind of forgot.
I kind of forgot. All right,
Bitch.
this is fun.
Bitch. Yeah, bitches always forgot.
They always want that.
You're not
dragon
black. You might be a
Yeah.
dragon, but you're not black.
Yeah,
yeah.
yes, I'm not black.
Be satisfied
I'm
with
close,
her
I'm
as the
blue.
ruler.
Whatever.
You
Whatever.
racist motherfucker. Blue is not close to black. Blue is
What-
way more
what-
beautiful than black.
You have
Wait.
Jon Snow. However, she still has this one spark of light in her life. One person who could save her, Jon Snow. But he can't. He steps away from her and then she realizes it. She'll always be alone. And the only way she can finally
Yeah, so that's their shitty explanation that everyone disagrees with. Don't re-explain the shitty explanation, you dumb retard.
take the throne and make her dream come true is through fear. Fear is one of the most powerful emotions, as she saw herself with Sam and many times before. And she
And like Mahler said, if you kill that many people, there is no fear. There's only rage.
Only resentment.
I mean, fear only goes up to a point, all right?
I mean, the great example of Star Wars, the Death Star 1. When they blew up Alderaan, they only... I mean, what did Leia say in episode 4?
What?
The more harder you try to squeeze, the more it slips through your
You're
fingers.
right. You're right. That's what you said, yeah. I mean, like, she can try. Sorry, I haven't watched A New Hope in a long while. Like, she can try. Like, nobody says she can't try, but it's not gonna end well.
Yeah, let's continue.
All right then.
God damn it. There should be only one button pusher.
The button does not work for you at all. I keep ending up having to be the one to press it because nobody else can make it work.
I keep
knows she
pressing,
has
but
no
someone keeps
reason.
unpressing
At
it.
this point, she only has her dream. The
It doesn't unpress. It just doesn't register your press.
only thing that has always been with her, that she's always believed in, and she sees only one way of making it a reality. It's like Tyrion says.
Love is more powerful than reason.
So you
She's
burn the
acting-
whole city?
No, emotions are more powerful than reason.
Can we
Not
go back? I'm gonna
love.
go back real quick. Come give me a sec.
Yes, sir.
that she's always believed in, and she sees only one way of making it a reality. It's like Tyrion says,
Love is more powerful than reason.
she's acting off of her emotions here, not logic. So yeah, fuck off to all you little shits who said her turn isn't justified. Her motivation.
Oh, so that's how you know the best way to win an argument is just to insult people because that's how you turn them towards your side. I mean, I learned that from.
Yeah, I've lost all respect for this guy.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
but-
only time it works if you talk about people like this guy, insult them.
Oh, I
Because
see
they
his
have
point now.
because they deserve no because people like him deserve no respect.
No respect. You're
Fuck
just
this guy and his stupid channel.
You're a worthless YouTuber, and you should be ashamed of yourselves.
You should get shot by a scorpion from a mile away. Yeah.
I'm so sick of these people, like targeting one element of an argument, failing to defeat it beyond belief, and then just saying that I won.
No,
I
it's
won.
just fucking great. Like this guy's gonna say like, if he ever catches wind of this live stream, he's like, "Oh, he's attacking me," and then as he insults people in this video.
Yeah.
Oh, I can insult you on this video, but you can't insult me. And then I call you attacking me. Oh, poor me. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck him. Piece of shit.
Oh man. His love it's awesome being the victim.
He showed his true colors there, by the way. You little shits who think that her turn is unjustified.
Yeah, I can just write off his opinion on this matter.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll say something else stupid that we can laugh at.
Yeah. Let's just listen to the rest of this. And this time for real. So I'm just gonna mute all of you, just because we're just not gonna say something until we get to the end. Then we'll talk about it.
Her motivation. And if any of you knew anything about psychology and trauma and the effects it can have on a person, then you know that such a mountain of traumatic life experience can really fuck with your mind. It's not unreasonable that Daenerys, who has lost control at several times, would snap. Of course she would. It's the only option she has left. She doesn't want to kill innocents, but in her mind now, the only way she can make a good life for these people is to have the power to do so, and this is the only way to gain that power. She knows she'll have to be a monster in order to make a positive change. She didn't fail the other characters failed her. Everyone just turned on her. So tell me, what would you have done? Exactly, there's no other option. If she had just taken...
I know that I said we were not going to say anything anymore, but I'm pretty sure you would want to say something about that.
It's the writer's hand at work. Oh my god, this guy is so unaware of this shit.
He's aware. Don't give me that shit.
I know.
Let's not pretend that this is in good faith. He knows it's all bullshit, but he likes it because it's like emotional or shit. I don't fucking know what the hell.
Yeah, agreed. He doesn't fucking care. He just loves it. Even if it's shite.
They care about reason. Reason is allergic to, I guess, leftist people. I don't know. Fucking hell.
I don't know. I don't hate reason, but I don't. But
what are you, a leftist?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm not. I just want just a balance between emotion and reason.
There should definitely be a balance. We in Western civilization, we're suffering a bad case of a lot of people. We're suffering a bad case of facts versus emotions. Unfortunately, way too many people are way too goddamn fucking emotional.
Yeah,
we need to like knock some men's head in and tell them that they're not supposed to be emotional. You guy watching this, if you're a man, you're not supposed to think emotionally all the time. That's not how you're supposed to, like on a biological level. That's not how you're supposed to be. please, for the love of God, think rationally and go read a book or something. Be smart. Because otherwise you just become a cunt like this that accepts anything that's given to him on a silver platter of shit.
Just consume product. Shut up
And get
and just
excited
consume
for next product.
Yes.
In the Red Keep, then people wouldn't have followed her, at least not from what she's observed. Jon Snow or someone else would always be there with a bigger claim than her. She had no other options, so yeah, her motivations are completely justified.
No more options, therefore slaughter everyone and make it really clear that you are the worst possible leader. Okay,
yeah, it's not like she could have married and just solved this problem instantly. That's like one of the most glaring problem solvers right there.
What the fuck? Whatever. I don't care. This guy is a loser. It doesn't matter. Let's. Yeah, I'm doing the treatment thing. Guys, just hold yourselves back. I'm just gonna mute us again. We'll just wait until it's over.
What the?
It's bad writing. Now her actions, on the other hand, are a bit more questionable. She didn't have to kill pretty much everyone, but she was scared, angry, hateful, confused, lonely. I'm not trying to justify mass murder, I'm just trying to help you understand it. Understand why Daenerys isn't a ruined character, and why, if you think about it, her term is justified with the information we've been given. People have done worse things for less. So yeah, I don't see this as a negative of the episode. It's actually very fitting, because the final villain of Game of Thrones.
You can't mute this. You just can't. It's too stupid. People have done worse. People have done worse for less. What are you? What?
Yes, people have burned 2 cities with 2 billion people.
What the hell, man? This is fucking ridiculous. Are there even any real-world examples of this? I guess the closest is the bombing of Hiroshima, which was to prevent World War II from going on any longer. I mean, it's not exactly a justified event in history, but especially not if you think the nuclear bomb was gonna fucking destroy the ozone layer. But I mean, fuck me, this is ridiculous. I mean, even then, did you think the people who dropped the nukes on Hiroshima, did you think they like actively tried to blow up the people? I mean, yes, it was a target to civilians, like it was a total war crime, but I mean, I don't think that I mean, it was more about blowing up the city than just killing the people. It was just like, look at what we could do.
Is that a bot?
Yeah, it's a bot. The good general tries to send it in.
Oh fuck, Lupus. Oh fuck, he's kicked out of it. No, he's still here.
Lupus is trying to I mean the good general. All right.
Yes.
We're just gonna continue.
Yes, Lupus keeps controlling us.
It had to be.
I'm gonna mute that bot next time it comes in.
Good. Daenerys snapping and causing a massacre is not what we wanted. Because we care about her so much, it's heartbreaking to see her end up like this. And so this ending feels extremely bitter. Game of Thrones was written to be a realistic drama with a fantasy theme.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Season 8 surely is.
I mean, it just makes sense, you know? Like, you watch movies like John Wick and, I don't know, Kingsman Secret Service or whatever, and then watch a TV series like this. Yeah, it totally makes sense if you think this is the realistic fucking thing to happen. If you obviously like those directors and you have no goddamn idea what the world works like. I mean, there's so much to this that's broken. Like how the dragon's fire just burns straight through the buildings. Or how
I mean, Harrenhal was melted, and it was quite blurry on the biggest dragon Westeros has ever seen. But these ones are way smaller, and their fucking fire is like fucking TNT.
Yeah.
I mean that line about how the three dragons flamed the Iron Keep and the people were roasted alive in sight.
That's Harrenhal.
Yeah, the Iron Keep still stands. Why does it fall now? Oh, because Drogon got buffed. Because
it was like a fucking patch notes. Yeah, like dragons were worthless in episode 4. In episode 5, they're like the bestest ever.
Dude, him burning through the buildings, was that set up at all?
No. They can't do that in the books and in the earlier TV shows.
How can fire destroy bricks anyway?
It can't. It's just dumb TV show spectacle. Or my theory is that this was actually a wildfire that they just randomly changed it to Dragonfire because they changed it to Daenerys killing everybody suddenly instead of it being wildfire that just ignited.
Yeah, it's just. I believe.
Oh wow! Like she rigged the city to blow.
Yeah, Cersei.
That might have actually.
But these showrunners are so impulsive; they keep changing things at the last minute.
Wait! I believe there were wildfire in that episode.
Dragon Mans did a video on it that there was in the script. There was mentions of wildfire where there was actually dragonfire in the actual thing.
Oh, that actually explains a lot. That explains a whole hell of a lot.
So if you get rid of the dragon and just pretend it's green flames, it actually makes more sense.
Yeah, she triggered that. Well, that would have been a good last card to play. Oh my god, this show is cancer. Jesus fucking Christ, this is ridiculous. Mr. Beaton was not only right, he could not. I'm sure when he actually reviewed episode 8, by the way, like in text. Like I remember him saying something along the lines of everything I predicted in my video came true, but they definitely knocked it out of the park. Holy hell. Just oh my god. Hold up. I need to look this shit up. This is fucking retarded. Let's see here. 20-sided Game of Thrones. Bobby the Tongue. I'm not gonna read his whole article. I just want to. You guys continue the video. I just want to see what he has to say about it.
Not the other way. Personally, love the way Daenerys was handled, and I know so many of you probably don't agree and probably think I'm an idiot. But I'm just trying to help you see things from another perspective. Don't let this single instance ruin this whole experience for you. Don't let it ruin the show you've loved for so long, especially not for something that isn't even necessarily so bad. Yeah, I like Daenerys' part in this episode. And the rest of the shit that happens, I'm also totally on board for. The Clegane fight was really cool, and I love the Hounds' speech to Arya.
Yeah, it was. You said it was cool because it's supposed to be. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fucking worthless faggot. Oh my god.
Oh, this is a great video to watch.
Hold up. Let me just take a look here. All right, I'm gonna just read I'm gonna go through very short parts of what
you can post it on the VC chat.
Yeah, sure. But I'm gonna just get through like a few parts just for fun. This is from the guy who made that Blame of Thrones thing. Like this is his blog article on his website. Let's see here. I can't see shit. I was squinting at the screen, talking about like the last
episode 3.
Yeah, episode 3. It's a real problem. The asshole told people to get to use the T screen. He's talking about that guy. Baffling decision. I know that the battle was most likely blocked out for maximum drama rather than maximum in-world practicality, but Dany's faces were arraying in so many head-scratching ways that it almost seems comical. You don't have to be von Clausewitz to know that you're supposed to attack with your entire army at once. Not send different sections in to fight the enemy in suicide charges one at a time, but they send the Dothraki alone while everyone just watches. Why did they put their siege weapons in front of their best infantry? What did they do? Long spiked filled trench behind them. Yeah, so where the hell did Arya come from? He's talking about like the Night King. Oh, jeez. All right, so what is this like final words? All right, let's see here. I'll have to watch the rest of Game of Thrones out of morbid curiosity more so than anything else. Oh God, yeah. I'm sure. You know what? Like, I've been wanting to do this for a while. People are talking. I mean, it doesn't really matter anymore. But considering how his voice on the matter is like basically unknown, I should probably upload like a sort of text to speech, or maybe I should just talk over it myself. Like, I should just upload a few videos of Bobby the Tongue's take on the ending of Game of Thrones. I should have probably done that last year. I was thinking about it even back then, but it's a pretty good. Yeah, I mean, fuck me, just morbid curiosity. Jesus, this is so bad.
Alright,
See it.
let's continue.
Yeah, you continue. I'll just keep reading this.
Alright.
See some funny stuff.
Jamie dying in each other's arms was heartbreaking, and the overall terror and panic in this episode is so extreme, so powerful. It makes you have
it was so
A couple
boring.
things annoyed me, like Euron's fight with Jamie.
3
I didn't
more
really
minutes,
feel anything
pal.
during it, but that's probably just because I never really cared about Euron. Arya surviving all the fucking destruction is very reminiscent of a Mary Sue, because between this and her killing the Night King and all the other badass shit Arya's done, she does seem a little overpowered. But
Wait, he does know what the Mary Sue is? I thought it was just sexism.
I don't even know if he is a part of that crowd. What is his other videos?
They also
don't-
once again have to contrive reasons why Dany can't just attack King's Landing. She still has 2 dragons and an army after all, but Cersei has now gathered a bunch of human shields around her, and Tyrion warns her that attacking could cause the death of thousands. Didn't we already know this last season? Tyrion's suggestion then was to weaken Cersei by isolating her, defeating her allies one by one. Now, she has no allies, but Cersei's power has rarely followed any kind of intuitive rules. Long story short, Dany still can't attack. Tyrion has a plan, of course, but Tyrion's plans have a terrible track record and typically solve problems that aren't satisfactorily explained to the audience. I wouldn't trust this guy to park my car at this point. Oh God. The show, how do you do this? How do you literally just ruin something this hard? This is fucking stupid. Oh my God. Oh God. Wait, hold up. So, one second. Is when Rhaegal is killed and they blow up like their fleet? Was that like the fleet of their entire army?
I have no idea because these things just keep fluctuating. Because like in the report after the long night, because it looked like everybody died in Long Night, besides the main characters, and it only turned out like half the Dothraki are dead.
Oh my God!
So these numbers can keep changing.
White Dragon. He says about episode 4 at the end. Most likely next week will be another big honking battle scene. I just hope Dany attacks during daytime.
Oh no. Is there more of this, or did he just commit suicide after that one?
You would expected it to. I'm sure. I mean, I don't know. Like he must have seen this coming, so he probably like I don't know. Like I feel like I wish, man, I would love it nothing more if he made a follow up, because he must feel like the most vindicated man on the planet. Like all his worst concerns, and then some, were realized. It's crazy. All right.
Kind of impressive.
Yeah, definitely.
she still has had a wonderful journey. I think this episode is really good. It definitely doesn't deserve the hate that it gets. At all.
You
It makes
deserve to get
sense.
hate.
You guys are just mean. I like to
You
hate
guys
on
are just
things.
mean.
It's our
Oh,
culture
fuck
nowadays.
off.
Something can only be truly amazing or really horrible. It can't just be decent. The truth is, episode 5 is not as bad as.
Decent are the Transformers movies. This is hot steaming garbage.
We finally reached
Yep.
episode 6, The Iron Throne. Now this one, along with episode 5, is the one that has been coined as disappointing. And I agree with this argument a lot more than the Daenerys one. But still not fully. This episode follows up perfectly on Daenerys. She's finally
I like how he's playing like really good games as he does this too. Like, you know, with opinions like that, you don't deserve to play fucking Oblivion. Jesus.
Finally achieved what she wanted. She's finally fulfilled her self-created destiny. The way she speaks to Jon Snow about finally being able to get rid of suffering shows us how far into the dark she's gone. It's heartbreaking.
Is this Star Wars
because we've
now?
followed the same dream since season 1, and to see this derailed is sad. But it's not even her fault. It wasn't the Targaryen destiny.
Yeah, it was the writer's fault.
You just go along with every single goddamn fucking thing these people do. I hate you so much.
He's such a fucking consumer. He just accepts product and consumes.
I mean, there's a lot of stories that didn't do what I wanted, and didn't do what I wanted in contrived ways, but it still made up for it in other aspects. Like, there's a lot of movies like that where I'm like, this is kind of but you know, it's fine, I guess. But this is, I mean, if you accept this outcome, this pleased like no one, except maybe people who like Euron. But who the fuck gives that shit? And Clegane Ball, like, as far as I know, is like just a really dumb meme. Which didn't, I mean, every single time something more meaningful is like avoided, and it's fucking ridiculous.
Is all the fuckers who kept betraying and leaving her. Daenerys tried so long to do what was right, and I guess the world didn't want what was right. Jon Snow killing her and Drogon's reaction.
What
to
are
his
you
mother's
talking
death
about?
hits me right in the feels. Drogon destroys the
What?
throne because
What?
it's what caused all this.
What are you talking about? The people wanted to surrender. Fuck you.
Oh no! Wait, go back to where he talks about Drogon burning the Iron Throne.
Who kept betraying and leaving her. Daenerys tried so long to do what was right, and I guess the world didn't want what was right. Jon Snow killing her and Drogon's reaction to his mother's death hits me right in the feels. Drogon destroys the throne because it's what caused all this suffering to be.
Oh, by the way, they actually have an explanation for that. And the Iron Throne was just a innocent bystander, that they said.
Why?
He just breathed fire and it just melted the throne for no reason.
Yeah.
There was no actual reason for it.
The best,
look it up on Google.
The best,
really? It was just
the best explanation. The best explanation is that Drogon saw that the knife killed Daenerys, and therefore he wanted to kill the knife's family.
the knife.
That's the only explanation that works. Like, she saw that she got killed by a knife, and then she sees a throne of knives, so he just burns down the throne.
Here,
That makes too much sense.
this is the actual script.
All right, let's see. Yeah.
He looks down at John.
You posted it here. All right.
He looks down at John. We see fire build up in his throat. John sees it as well. He prepares to die. This writing is amazing.
Commit die.
But the blast is not for him. Drogon wants to burn the world, but he will not kill John. He breathes fire on the back wall, blasting down what remains of the giant red blocks of stone. We look over to John's shoulder as the fire sweeps towards the throne. Not the target of Drogon's wrath, just a dumb bystander caught up in the conflagration.
Oh, what the fuck are you shitting me? Dumber and dumber.
You're talking about the throne like it's alive.
We look at the blades as the
flames engulf it and blast the wall behind it. Yeah, the fire blows up the wall and blasts the wall behind it.
We see the throne in the flames turning red and then white and then beginning to lose its form.
We get tight shots, detailed melting of silhouette. God damn it. Silhouette, the armrest, the iconic fan of sword in the backrest. The fire stops, the smoke clears, revealing a puddle of smoldering slag where the throne once stood. Who will sit on the Iron Throne?
Bran.
No one. Brad.
No, literally, Bran is on the Iron Throne, so this is kind of stupid.
Well, he's he's
Instead of
in a
fucking-
moving chair.
The throne becomes a wheelchair.
Yes,
Fuck you, D&D.
the wheelchair that mounts the world.
The mouse. Oh,
It's a reference to the books.
Let me just give the good general some representation here. Dumb and dumb and fucking dumber. Actually, no. Saying that dumb is a compliment. Even calling them retarded dick faces is probably me being too nice as well, because they did it with season 8. Fucking raw. You guys
Yeah,
like-
Mike.
yeah, mate. All right. Yeah. It's fucking crazy. Anyone who defends this just needs to be like. Everybody who defends the season needs to get the Yamcha treatment.
Mhm.
If you don't know what that means, then, well, you need to go watch a series with the letters D, B, and Z in them. You'll enjoy it way more than season fucking 8.
No, you mean D, B, and J. David Benioff and Weiss. David Benioff.
I meant Dragon Ball Z.
David Benioff, Brian Johnson, and Davey Weiss.
Okay, fine. I'll just clarify the joke. You need to get burned, stabbed, and exploded.
What?
Yeah.
Yamcha
But unlike,
treatment, baby.
come on, at least Yamcha didn't deserve it. Those guys deserve it.
Yes, I know Yamcha doesn't deserve it. I'm saying that that's the treatment that the person is to get.
I want to know
Yeah.
if he does the brand thing, so we're going to continue with the
You
video
get
now.
burned, stabbed, and exploded.
All right, let's
Oh
get
yeah,
on it.
it's kind of like Arya when she got stabbed, like gutted, and then fell into a poisonous lake, and then came
Poison?
out fine. Not a poisonous, like it's a river, but like a really crimey and
Now,
infectious river.
Now, you should be able to survive that, but if the warrior king, whatever his name, dies from a boar, then she should also be dead.
No, she drank some soup, so she's fine.
Yes.
He also drinks the same thing, right?
No, it's a joke. Because she just got gutted and went into a dirty river, and then all she did is drink some soup, and she was fine.
Yeah.
No,
Drink some soup.
No, but doesn't she drink some or get some medicine, which the
No.
king also get, which heals?
All
I'm
right,
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he got some like super heal stuff that still didn't save him, but did save her. It's fucking bullshit.
Let's continue.
Things so far I agree with. Bran the Broken as king makes perfect sense. Any other character
No.
would have left them in the same spot they started.
You know who has the best story? Bran the Broken.
Yeah, he
Who-
fell out
who
of a
was left
tree and
out?
then became evil.
Who was even left out of an entire season of the show?
It was just a weird
Oh,
The Bran
Oh.
9000.
storyline.
oh my god. Oh my god. Poor Bobby the Tongue. Poor Bobby the Tongue. He deliberately tries to avoid leaks in the show, which means that all this shit jumped out at him. Like he got all this from the show raw. Oh my god. What a poor fucker. Mr. B Tongue, his name is Bobby the Tongue, it's a shortening. So it's I'm just reading the episode 5 review. Oh god, this is bad. All right.
Rational decision
Listen.
could have been made, and it makes Bran's arc more prevalent and important. I don't see this as a negative. I also just like the meeting. It's fun. I like when the characters of Game of Thrones interact. It's what makes the show special to begin with.
Ha 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 ha! I clapped for ha 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 ha.
Consume
Fun.
product.
Haha, funny consume product. Consume. Basically, the exterminate, except consume.
Dialects.
Consume. Fuck's sake.
Dialects are the most superior race.
Yeah.
Right.
Fucking shit. What bullshit, man. What an asshole.
I like this. However, the ending does feel lackluster. Even though it ends so bitterly, it also ends so sweetly.
Your face is lackluster. Your channel name is fuck off.
Sweetly. It feels weird that they just go their separate ways and are happy. But I don't think this is a problem.
Poorly written. That's why. That's why it feels
Oh
hollow.
yeah,
You stupid fuck.
the Thackeray blood riders who were sworn to protect Daenerys, and if she dies, they have to kill the guy that kills her and then kill themselves. Just fuck off. Back to Essos.
You know,
Yeah.
when you read this, like I'm reading Bobby the Tongue's review, episode 5. When you read this, it just looks even more stupid. Like, it's like first Danny and the dragon destroy the Iron Fleet. Yes, all of it, as near as I can tell. This is the same fleet that saw her off with a volley of fire from what the show calls scorpions just last episode. These scorpions are on the ships, on the city walls, facing the bay and the city walls, and destroys them. All of them. As Qyburn later tells Cersei, then Dragonfire goes right through the cityscape, trying to rumble dispatch the entire league. And yeah, the entire army, the Golden Company, all get fucking slaughtered by one fucking wave of dragon. Jesus, what a stupid fucking. If you believe that, by the way, like say that it didn't go through the buildings and it just hit them. If you think one wave of Dragonfire can kill like over 100 men, you're insane. You're out of your mind. Fuck you, fucking idiot. Oh my god, oh, this is whatever. I don't give a fuck. Just finish this bullshit.
Problem with the ending itself. It's a problem with my own perception of what the ending would have been. Game of Thrones is my favorite show of all time, and it ending is something I have been wondering about for years. I could never think of any possible way.
Well, it certainly is not going to end like this in the books.
To end in a satisfying
If
way,
it-
and I think that's the true curse of the show. It's too good.
It's too good.
It's
It's too good. I just couldn't see the themes.
the best the show ever was like a 7 or 8 out of 10. The best it ever was. Like the when Game of Thrones was at its peak, and my uncle watched it all the time. Oh, by the way, my uncle hates season 8. It's used to like watch Game of Thrones religiously. He loved it so much, and like he got less interested over the years, but he still followed it. His reaction when I asked him about it, he was literally like this. I was like, so Game of Thrones ended. I see a lot of people freak out about it on the internet. What do you think about it? He was like, it's bad. I was like, how bad? He's like, the worst. Every decision was terrible.
Oh god, it's just like my dad.
Like I just didn't ask anymore because his face just he looked like he had PTSD for watching it.
Holy fuck.
Like it's bad. I don't want to talk about it.
It's bad.
It's sort of like when he watched The Last Jedi, he was just he was just like, it's terrible. I don't want to think about it. Who the fuck is that guy? Oh,
no, it's Oliver.
Say hi, Oliver. You're on a live stream right now.
Oliver, he shows up from time to time. He's a nice guy, but he's a little annoying, I guess. All right, let's go. Let's finish this bitch. I'm sick of this guy.
Would have happened in this season would have bothered people. Because it couldn't. It's
who
like Star
recovering
Wars.
today?
Everyone has such opinionated perceptions of what would be the best direction for the new media.
It wouldn't be this.
That anything else is disappointing to us.
No. There would have been something which would have had most people at least be like, well, that's not what I wanted, but it was all right. I'm sure the people that saw Jon Snow's brother artificially die in the Red Wedding or whatever, like I'm sure those people hated that too, but at least like there was a part of it that made sense. This leaves absolutely nothing whatsoever left. This is just, I mean, Turf Nation, like I know that you're good at denying reality, and I don't honestly arguing with you about this is pointless, but I mean the sheer hatred that this shit gets, global hatred, should make you understand something. I mean, The Last Jedi was polarizing. This movie is, I mean this show.
It's multiversal.
Yeah, like it was universally hated.
legacy of Game of Thrones
Why
is too
gives you even
powerful.
more?
So powerful indeed that it ruined
Multiversal.
itself. It could never get better than what it was. So the only way for it to go was down.
Could never get better than an 8 or 7 out of 10. I agree.
And even though this season wasn't bad by any means, actually pretty good.
It was
most of the
fucking
time, it
trash.
just
What the
couldn't live
fuck
up
are
to
you
the greatness of
smoking?
Game of
It was garbage. All of it was good. Look, I didn't watch Game of Thrones because the previous seasons were just it was like Bobby the Tongue said, like they were just I didn't like that overly violent, cynical bullshit. But even when I was watching it, like I was just like, this is not my thing. And when I saw Mahler's video, I was just sitting there, flabbergasted as to how bad a show can be. Me, a non-fan. Like, I watched this review over and over again. I was just like, what the fuck? What the fuck? It's sort of like watching his review of The Predator. I mean, yeah, like it's the same thing. I'm just like, what?
I was just in pain the whole time.
The Predator Jesus kills all those guys because he wants to help humanity, even though he just slaughtered like a whole bunch of people. And they're trying to get the DNA from people to adapt to a planet that the people they're getting the DNA from is gonna all kill. What?
We're so close. We gotta finish the video first.
Yeah, you're right. Let's go.
of Thrones, and these small mistakes were elevated so much higher by the fans, which ultimately made this season seem so much worse than what it actually was. Season 8 of Game of Thrones is so much better than what you remember. Daenerys was
You proved nothing. You convinced no one. All you showed is that you are a loser who can't think for himself and doesn't know anything. You're just a dumbass.
To text the fans.
You just consume product, and if you disagree with me, you're a little shit.
Alright.
What a fucking lazy, definitely. What a cunt. I hate this.
Daenerys wasn't ruined.
But I read
Jaime wasn't ruined.
yeah.
Game of Thrones wasn't
Yeah.
ruined.
It is ruined.
TurfNation was right.
It is
But
ruined beyond
the-
repair. Like
but I went to the-
I never thought Game of Thrones was good, but you know what? Like whatever good was in it was fucking destroyed. Well and forever. Nobody is gonna want to see this shit ever again. Maybe in 10 years a remake of the show.
Hopefully when the books are finished. If they
Yeah, when the books are finished. But this is
I don't
dead.
think that the books will be ever finished. Like, it's taking like forever.
Oh, fucking, he's gonna get a heart attack and we'll never see the end. Oh well, at least I didn't care. But like, seriously, this is dead forever, man. I mean, it's
there's a prequel show that's coming out, and it's gonna be written by George and some competent writers. So maybe we can have a reboot sometime.
Yeah, but I mean,
finally.
But if we have like a prequel to a show that's just garbage, it's like, what's the point, man?
Yeah, it's about House Targaryen, and it's like, who cares? They end like a wet fart.
Realize that your idea of perfection isn't always the only one. Nothing is.
Yeah, but you see, this is why the prequels are good, because even though retarded people like you, like you're projecting right now, like that's what you are actually doing when you talk about the prequels, that you have your own perfect vision. You see, the thing is, even that, like, there's still something for everybody there. Nobody says that the fight at the end of the fence. Okay, some insane lunatics at the end of the fight of Phantom Menace say that the fight is bad, but those are ultra contrarians.
But things can be perfect.
I mean, you're blatantly just contradict. Fuck me. I don't care. You just like the worthless garbage ass show, and you don't like it that people rightfully criticize it for the pathetic writing. You are one of those people who loves, it's like Mahler said. It's like Mahler said. Like who cares? Just enjoy the movie. Words that will kill writing as a craft.
Man,
Words that will kill writing as a craft.
yeah.
Things
But
can
to
be
be,
perfect
to
spurs
be
on.
completely
Game of Thrones
honest,
to me is a
Oh no, he's a
Turf-
Skyrim dragon now. He's flying
a really bad
backwards.
Turf video,
Oh,
but
how is
he
that
has some better
possible?
vids.
Shut
He
the
really has some better vids.
Yeah, thank you, Oliver. Please be quiet. It's almost over.
perfect series. One that I would watch over and over and over again. And none of you sulky fuckers can change that. I hope this video has given you some
Well, it gave me cancer. But listen.
Do you get the irony there? By the way, he's ultra salty that people criticize him, and he calls the people salty fuckers.
Oh, can you
wait.
imagine if we got him in the chat? Oh man, he would be
The levels
screaming.
the levels of projection on this guy. Oh my god.
Just finish it.
Hell yeah.
By the way,
excited to watch. Will actually like this season of Game of Thrones. If you agree with me or have points of disagreement,
Oh, it's over.
please feel free to leave them in the comments.
why the
No.
fuck? Wait, why the fuck do you show? What? Hold up. Why did he show that amazing Lucas as toxic? Fuck you.
Mason Lucas did make a Tism
Oh,
video.
but
Okay.
Amazing
I don't
Lucas
like-
is
I
my
don't like Amazing
friend,
Lucas.
man. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself.
Okay.
Amazing Lucas,
Okay.
like,
Well, I
Okay.
don't
he's
know.
literally terrible at 50 Xbox videos.
Okay, end this stupid
All
shit.
right.
Oh.
Okay. I'm going to. I'm going.
The real
I gotta go catch the
Stop.
unknown
You
movie.
got to watch the Xbox.
All right. Well,
Videos on-
final last thoughts. Oh my god, give me this stupid fucking thing off screen. All right, there we go. That's better. What are your last thoughts, White Dragon?
This video was absolutely awful, and you should be ashamed of yourself for making such an abomination.
Yes,
Hmm.
100% agree. You are pathetic, and I have nothing but contempt for you. Just straight up.
Game of Thrones is now
Stop the
officially
fucking
reached big
whatever. And all right, the stream is over.
No, I didn't say my